sometimes dead is better.
Welcome to Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the podcast. I am your host, Nate, and with me, as always, is Charlie. Say hello, Charlie.
Hello, everybody.
And next to him is Pete. Say hello, Pete.
Hey, I'm excited tonight. I'm genuinely excited tonight.
We
get this
only
on.
cover very lighthearted, silly films like Ernest Scared Stupid around here. Very wonky, The Fly, like, ooh, blood and gore, and, Tremors.
Wild
like,
and crazy.
yeah, like, we only cover super wacky stuff, and, like, Dead Snow 2, let's throw a dead baby at the screen. Like,
Yeah, let's
That's
siphon
what
gas
we
with
are
an
known for.
intestine,
yeah, let's argue about if it should be called I Come in Peace or Dark Angel for like 20
Right.
minutes.
Exactly.
So really, at the end of the day, I feel like covering a movie like I Saw the Devil with its wacky premise of South Korea being filled with just all these wacky serial killers is the way to go for us.
I
Oh.
agree.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, clearly in this Dr. Zeus-esque world that happens in South Korea where everyone's trying to stab everyone, it makes sense that we'd cover this movie. Yeah.
I didn't even question it when we discussed it.
No, here's what's weird. It's a
No,
Charlie
this-
pick. This is not a
This is
Pete
Charlie
pick.
Yeah, it's Charlie pick.
So guess what?
Yeah.
Charlie, you son of a bitch, there's no trailer.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, Pete, get on him. He's got on you like 8
Hey!
times.
I never produce trailers, and you always bitch at me.
I
No.
do.
Pete, I'm going to need a little bit more hate in that voice.
Oh yeah,
a little
I
more.
get
All
that.
right.
Hey,
Yeah,
Charlie.
it wasn't so much venom there. That was more like a rolled up newspaper, but you didn't even like show it to him.
More like, let's just all get along. I don't have to hate anybody.
All right, fuck
Exactly.
you, Pete. Charlie,
That's the eye in my disc profile coming
this
out.
is
Uh,
so. We're doing 2010's I Saw the Devil. We have covered a film by this director before. We did The Last Stand that he made with Arnold.
totally.
One
I
Ji
keep
Woon
forgetting
Kim.
about that.
Yep.
Yes, you're right.
And if you watch, The Last Stand, it's like, it makes sense that he did I Saw the Devil. Totally. There's blood everywhere in both
yes.
movies.
Yes.
And, Arnold wanted to make a movie with him because of how much he enjoyed this movie. And it makes sense then that Charlie picked this because he went, oh man, Arnold likes this movie. Then clearly I should do this movie.
Very much so.
I feel like that's exactly how it went down.
Sure, we'll go with that. There is a reason I watched this because this is a 2010. It's a little early on my watching new movies.
Right, it's on the
Yeah,
cusp
Charlie
of-
doesn't watch movies unless they're 20 years old.
Right. I famously in our groups and our chats with all the other podcasts, I will listen to someone's episode if a movie interests me, whether I've seen the movie or not. A lot of times it determines whether I'm going to watch a movie is how well I like that episode or if it sounds something up my alley. So our friends over at A Cut Above, just last month, their March Madness lineup, because movies that all involved madness, and I think this fits.
Mhm.
They chose this, and I was like, Korean subtitles, I'll just listen to what they have to say. Nate has raved about this movie once before, I've heard. And he also talks about movies like The Wailing and stuff, so he's been over there and talked to them about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I try to invite myself over there to cover this movie. And I did get an invite because I was like, there's no way in hell we'll ever cover I Saw the Devil. And I'll just
Right.
keep it all buried in me on how much I want to talk about this movie. But it's cool. It's whatever.
Yeah.
So, thankfully,
yeah,
Charlie, continue.
I started their episode, and they usually have a good intro with a bunch of news and stuff. So I was probably about 20 minutes in, and they got started talking about the movie, and they weren't barely through the first act. And I don't remember exactly what it was that Jacqueline said, but she said something, and I stopped the podcast and went, I want to watch this movie.
Mhm.
And I turned off the podcast, turned on something else, came home, and that night after the kids went to bed, sat down and watched this movie.
It's good that you wait till they went to bed.
It's real
I guess.
good that you waited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, if anything, you should have went. Gather around, children.
yeah, gather,
We're
children.
gonna watch a
gonna-
Liam Neeson-esque movie, but with Storm Shadow,
Right. You know, the
and
boys
he's
would
going
have
to
been
fight
down.
the old
We're gonna
boy.
Teach you about the evils of the world. Sit back.
Honestly,
Grab your
yeah,
popcorn.
this is a good lesson in that. So I started it kind of late too, and then there's no denying this is a really, really long movie.
It's a long film.
Yeah,
yeah.
I couldn't tear my eyes away from it the first time I sat down and watched it. You know, subtitled and all, I was engrossed and absolutely adored it. And then I got on our chat telling a cut above that I watched it, and they kept asking me like, "What'd you think? How'd you feel? What'd you do?" And I'm like, I can't type all that out.
Right.
And Nate chimed in and he goes, "It's a lot to take in." And we spoke, you know, separately, and he's like, "Let's cover it. You want to cover it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, actually, I want to cover this movie." I said, "I think this is right up Pete's out," because at the time I don't think we even knew if Pete had seen it yet.
Pete didn't even know if he had seen it yet.
Shocker, I know.
But so I was like, absolutely. And then we knew we had a month of no theme, so I was like, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's knock this thing out in
Yeah.
May. And I really want to get into talking about this. So
It was a free slot available, and it kind of worked out. So, of course, we're only going to thank Jacqueline because everyone knows that you only thank Jacqueline for, you know, leading people towards movies. She's
Right.
obviously the only one that ever says anything that makes you go, "We know what? We should pinpoint that out in the group chat." So, thank you.
No, I had
go
listened to.
listen
I went back and listened to that whole
Yeah.
episode, and they're very insightful on their take of it. I think the difference is Nate and I maybe have a little bit different take of this movie.
I think
Okay.
so. Pete, I'm curious to think of see
Huh?
what he thought of it.
Yes.
Say that again. What?
Words and
Words.
how I saw the devil, but I did not see the demon. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's
Yeah,
you need to work on that one.
that's okay.
No, it's
Um,
you know, nice
Yeah,
share.
I didn't recognize the slipcover when I got it from the library, and I don't know why I just didn't recognize it because that's the only poster there is of this that I can tell. And I put it in, and within 3 minutes, I'm like, I've seen this before, and sure
Okay.
enough, I had. I can't tell you when. I know I went through a Park Chan Wook deep dive. I was getting into all of his films, Thirst, Old Boy, a whole bunch of those, and this director kept coming up. So I looked up his discography also, and something I would love to cover one of these days: The Good, the Bad, and the Weird.
I've wanted to
That's a
see that
hell
for
of a
so
movie.
long.
It's
That
so
came
much,
up a lot in my research.
It's so much
I'm
fun.
interested.
And it's the title says it all. It's this
Right.
wild.
It also has
west
Storm
of
Shadow.
weirdness. Yeah, it is
Yes.
also this fella Storm Shadow, right?
Look, we're just going to tell everybody right now. He will be referred to as Storm Shadow this
Yeah,
entire
the good
episode.
guy
Right.
in the movie is Storm
Storm
Shadow, and the bad guy in the movie is
Old Boy.
Old Boy.
Right.
Yes.
And then there's girlfriend and dad.
And wife and Hannibal.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
and then there's a
the
cannibal, and we're
cannibal
just going to refer to him
cannibal
as
wife, right.
Hannibal.
Yes.
Right.
Just to make life a whole lot easier for
Right.
all of us.
Are you with us, audience? Storm Shadow's the good guy. We know. It's kind of weird. But also, now rewatch this whole movie and imagine that Storm Shadow is playing Snake Eyes, and that Snake Eyes is the Storm Shadow character, and then you got a really good G.I. Joe movie.
You're losing me.
Somewhere he made sense, but
No. Like Storm Shadow has to play Snake Eyes.
Don't
That way
try
he's
to
the good
explain it,
guy.
please.
And then Snake Eyes is the bad guy, which is Old
Okay.
Boy, but that's actually Storm Shadow, and you get a G.I. Joe movie.
what he's
Okay.
trying to say is we recommend you watch this movie before
Damn
you
right.
listen to us
That's
talk
Yes.
about this
exactly
movie.
it.
100%.
I
Before
kind
we
of figured
start-
that's where you were going.
That's exactly where I was
Before we
getting at.
start, heavy recommend. It's not a fun watch
No.
by
I had a
any stretch of
blast.
the imagination. It has
I-
hard subject material to ingest, to digest, and you will be thinking about this movie for a long time. So please, if you can stomach a lot of subject material and gore, maybe skip this film. But
So-
if you can stomach it, stop this podcast, go find this movie and watch it. It's worth every minute of the, was it
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours,
or
basically.
so.
2 hours
2:20,
20.
something like
It
it.
But
yeah.
I did find
goes
out
fast, which
there
is shocking
is-
as long as it is.
so there's a website called Does the Dog Die? I don't know. Have we talked about this before or not?
Yeah, we've
It
talked
sounds
about this.
familiar,
Oh,
yeah.
then I don't remember. So Fawn showed it to me because they were looking it up, and they're like, I think I'm prepared for this, because I was like, it's a hard watch. I was like, just a heads up, but like,
Yeah.
it's nothing that is out of the realm of what we've watched.
We've
before.
seen all this in other movies.
Yeah, like,
I
and
mean, we
I've
did
seen it-
cover High Tension, so
This blows High Tension out of the water.
it does. But we've
Mhm.
But yeah,
we also did The Hills Have Eyes, so
Right.
the
Yes.
remake. So we have done some fairly raw movies.
I just think
as
this
far as
one
content.
Mhm.
has a much more aggressive tone with it, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess Pete, you don't remember the first time you watched it. Charlie just watched it for the second time now.
Yeah, this was my second time.
And then the first time I saw it was either a year or two ago, because this was been on my radar. And I think it was right after I watched The Wailing. I was like, I need to watch just more
Something else,
Korean
yeah.
horror movies,
Mhm.
like Train to Busan. I still need to see Memories of Murder and The Chaser. But like,
I haven't seen either of those. Huh.
they make, I mean, South Korea makes fantastic horror movies. They make fantastic movies in general, action movies and
Right.
stuff. Like,
If you haven't seen
it is-
Parasite, you need to go see the Parasite. It's
exactly, like
a
Parasite's
phenomenal film.
fantastic. So, The Man from Nowhere is great.
Oh,
God, I highly
yes.
recommend that one.
That one's on my list. After I watched Train to Busan,
It's
I've
such a
decided
good action.
now
It's
that
an
I'm gonna start
action
watching
movie,
more.
but like subtle, where the dude's such a badass. And, you know, when it does happen, you're like, fuck yeah.
It's Steven Seagal, but South Korean. Okay.
Exactly. It's
Oh,
exactly what it is.
So you mean they actually have martial arts skills?
Ah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Just like Steven Seagal.
That's twice. He doesn't need to show up in this episode.
Yeah, shut up, both of you.
You said it the
You
second time.
Fucking shut up.
Wow.
So this was one of the ones that, like, I was like, I need to finally sit down. Was like, you know, at the house by myself one night. I was like,
Oh
I got
God.
2.5 hours to kill. Why not? I got 3 hours to kill, but I can use 2.5 hours of that to watch a movie. So that's what I did. And man, was it great. Like, it really, like Pete said, it will stick with you. And I was a little bummed. I was like, man, we're never going to cover this. And I really want to talk about it. Like, but it doesn't fit our vibe in a way.
Not really.
It
Not
really,
really.
doesn't. I can understand. Like Pete had a little bit of trepidation leading up to
But
the
this
episode.
is something Pete should have brought to Pete Month,
No,
you know?
no, I didn't want. This isn't. I, much like you guys, like to watch fun things. This movie is not fun. I question whether it's actually entertaining. Is it good? Yes.
I think that
Marvelous. But I have a hard
That's-
time saying that I was entertained by this film. That's a bit of a stretch.
I'd say I was entertained by it, because the first time when watching it, and I didn't really know much about it, I just knew it was cat and mouse with a serial killer.
Yes. Mhm.
And I was like, all right, we'll see where this is.
Oh well, let's
what
just
I
say
did not expect.
stop listening now.
Yep, stop listening now.
Stop
Because
listening
now we're going to
'cause
start
get into it.
spoiling everything. So if you
Yeah.
want to see this, now's your time. And then
This is your last warning. Exactly.
Last
come back to
warning.
us. About what, 35 minutes into the movie, we get like the twist or the reveal that Storm Shadow has instantly found the guy and is beating the shit out of him, and then lets him go.
Yes.
Now, we do have to clarify that the reason why Storm Shadow's beating the shit out of him is old boy murdered his fiance while
Raped
he
and
was on the
murdered,
clock.
and
pregnant fiance as well.
pregnant fiance dismembered her in the cruelest of fashions, and we get to see the vast majority of it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you get to see the leftovers of it.
Well, we get to watch the assault at first, which is
Mhm.
pretty
Which
traumatic to
The
watch.
movie opens up with a very rough, you know, girl stuck in the snow saying, and she's on the phone with Storm Shadow saying, like,
Yeah,
there's a
the-
guy
the-
here.
The
and-
tow truck's
Yeah.
on the way.
Tow
Hey,
truck's
there's
on
a
the
guy
way.
here that wants to help me. Storm Shadow says, No. You lock
Yeah,
the doors.
tell him
you
to
tell him
leave.
to go away.
Yeah. Tow truck will be there. It's not a
Mhm.
big issue. It's a flat tire. You'll be fine. And that this is basically, as we learn throughout the movie, all of the victims are just by chance. Nothing's
and
really
that is the one
planned.
thing if anyone
ahead of time.
listens or
He's
watches
an
like true
opportunist.
Yes,
true
that's the
crime
word.
stuff, usually it is kind of no rhyme, no reason. It's just they might fit a profile, and that's what he does. Like,
Okay,
and
like the-
even down when he's beating the hell out of her, and then drags her off, and there's a wonderful shot of an aerial where it's just dragging the body, and you have the blood in the snow, and it's powerful. I mean, this movie makes sure that violence is effective and not fun to watch whatsoever, compared to like Commando. So
Right. Like we all love our violence. We love our blood fountains. We love heads being lopped off and arms being blown away. This movie is mean. It's sadistic in the most disturbing
But-
way.
there's still violence in here that I really like and that I'm rooting for.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah, like there is
No,
violence in here.
I know where Nate's going to go
Yeah.
here, and I this is where Nate and I think are going to be a little different than most people when they watch this movie, and it's going to lay into something I want to touch on as we get into it a little bit more. But
It's
yeah,
like, it's
thi-
hard not to walk through the movie.
I don't really want to walk through
Yeah.
the movie. I'm hoping everyone does watch it. We're not going to explain this well.
No.
It in
Come
2.5
on, you've listened to
hours.
us.
Yeah,
You
it's-
have heard us. Come
we
on.
We can pick some pretty good downbeats though.
We can pick some downbeats, but basically, I like how Nate did go back. It is the wife who is pregnant has been killed, and it is a very, very powerful moment when she's laying in the dungeon, I guess we'll call it
His
The murder
workroom.
chamber.
the murder chamber, the Dexter lab.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not the cartoon,
Not the
but
cartoon.
What are you doing in there, Dee Dee?
Dexter.
Oh,
I'm
Dee Dee.
murdering people,
Go away.
Dee Dee.
that she is declothed, covered in plastic, very raw, and she's not screaming, she's not crying. She looks the killer in the eyes as she says, "Please, I want to live." And he looks at her and goes, "Why?" And she goes, "I'm pregnant." And then all we see is the knife come
He
down.
chops her arm off.
Yeah. So
Like,
And
there's
then-
no remorse, no
there's
sympathy
none.
in our killer's
There is
eyes.
a piece of his brain missing that has zero sympathy for
Yep.
human life.
He's got
this-
some frontal lobe damage.
This-
Frontal lobe damage.
Yeah.
Lobo damage. I know. I've smoked
Lobo
those kinds.
is-
Lobo, yeah.
Lobo.
Obviously, he's on a bike and he's got a cigar.
It's got
Yeah. That's our
Um,
normal show.
yeah.
I do want to say,
Right.
as we go into this actor, old boy, is there Oscars in Korea, because he needs all of them
Yeah, he's
to
wonderful.
be as believable as he is. And this is what was most striking to me the first time, and even the second time I watched it, when she's broke down on the side of the road and his head just kind of pops down into the window. It had a kind face
He did.
at that first
He has
moment.
a very
It happened
kind
that way
looking
at the
face.
second one where he picked up the girl at the bus stop.
Yes.
It was a
So-
very kind face, and until she gets in, he's a sweetheart.
It is like a
He sells
mask
it.
he can take on and off,
Mhm.
and it's a switch.
And
And I was, holy shit.
As the
I
movie
was
goes
mesmerized by
on.
this dude.
Yeah.
Like,
just
seriously.
how truly evil. And I mean, there's a line where Storm Shadow says, I messed up. I underestimated you.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
like, you're like, yeah, I fully believe that, because you think he's kind of just not like a bumbling idiot, but kind of just not as capable of carrying himself like he does. And like, your killer is a very, very real threat in this movie. And it could have easily gone not that direction.
He's very aloof most of the times. Like you learn as the movie goes, he doesn't care if he dies in the next
No, he
minute.
has
not-
absolutely no
doesn't care if he
desire
gets
for
caught.
living. Like,
He's
Yeah.
just really good at
And-
not getting caught.
he leaves evidence behind. Like, they find the
They find
head.
an ear. Well, they find an ear. The
Ear.
kids,
That
Mhm.
poor
Find
kid
an
finds
ear.
an ear in the field or whatever.
yeah, in a bag. So he's leaving clues, and that obviously there's a missing persons report out. So they find the ear. They go, okay, we need to canvass this area. There's, good God, what, 100 people in this one
And they all got
scene?
sticks, like going through like a watery marsh, just trying
Yeah.
to find something. And when they finally do find the head of this woman, it's just like the panic that you would imagine coming across that. But then they pick it up, they put it in the box. Storm Shadow gets to the scene,
Oh Jesus!
and a guy trips, and he
And the
drops
head
the box,
falls.
and the head rolls out right in front of him. And then they're like, it's one thing to have that happen, but the fact of how they shot this take, where they scoop the head back up, and they're scooping up grass and debris, and it's just like this total disrespect to this corpse, just
Yes.
to try to get it back into the box.
And
But
there's
the father's there, the boyfriend's there, like it
and
is
it's
a heart-wrenching scene.
how they reveal the head had an almost ethereal feel to it when it was in the water. You know, the hair kind of a wash around the face, when it's wet, and it's just as it revealed it like terrified these two police officers that should
Mhm.
be fairly hardened
Oh,
and
one
have
of
seen
them
these type of
puked.
things. One of them does puke.
Yeah,
Um,
as you do.
and it's a
mean,
very tense, traumatic scene. And like you said, the dad is just losing his shit. Like there's photographers there because my guess is word has gotten out that it's the police chief's daughter. It's, I guess we could say high profile.
yeah.
And so
somehow
It's
the
a high-profile
paparazzi got
search, and like,
yes,
word, and they all
yeah,
showed up,
word
just
gets out. Yeah.
ruining
and you
the
don't
crime
need
scene. By the way, those
Yeah.
assholes
Oh God.
were completely. They would be stepping on all sorts of things, other body parts, possibly
other ears.
as they were ears.
At least one more.
Oh,
There's our brand. We're
Yeah,
we're back, baby.
there we go.
Yeah,
I feel so much
ears.
So we're tossed into this. So now we know it's her, and then the Storm Shadow appears. It's not 100% clear, but from what I've read, they don't dive a whole lot into it. He's kind of like an agent, whether it's Korea's version of the CIA or
That's
Yeah.
what I figured.
That's
He's a
maybe,
he's trained.
he's
Special
super
forces.
trained.
He
of
is
some sort.
trained
Yeah,
to
Yes.
be
Clearly
some
trained.
sort of badass, and like we see him on like some sort of co-op mission right out the beginning with a team. And that's
Yes.
kind of all you need to know. And then once this reveal has happened that, it is his wife or girlfriend, whatever,
It's
you don't
fiance.
even see
They were
fiance.
they
That's
were
I
what
think
it
it was
is.
at least a
I'm sorry.
fiance.
Yeah.
So
fine.
you don't even need to see their relationship, in my opinion.
No.
Like, I know that man loves and cares for this
Mm-hmm.
woman with every ounce of his heart from the actions that he takes from this moment on.
Yes.
The police chief, whatever his boss is like, you can have, as much time off as you need. He's like, 2 weeks. That's all I need.
No,
God, that
take,
was
take
Give
all
me
the time
2
you want.
weeks.
Take 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Take
he's like, no,
6 months.
2 weeks, I'll be back.
Just two. Are you sure you only want that much? And when I first watched this, the first thing that came to my head was he's on a suicide mission. He's going to find this guy, and he's going down too. He's going to do everything he can to capture, get his revenge, but he has no intention of ever coming back.
Right. Which is why he's not worried about that. I took it the first time I watched it, I went, oh wow, 2 weeks. Okay. Not a problem. After watching it the second time, I went, that was fucking hard.
Yeah, it was
Just
badass.
the way he says.
He said it so
just 2
cold,
weeks.
bowed,
Yes.
and walked out. It was
Yeah,
like,
he
no,
didn't
2 weeks,
blink.
I'll be back.
He doesn't blink. We get a brief moment during the funeral. I'm always fascinated by how other cultures, how they grieve and how they
Same, right?
do.
Especially
Yeah.
like the funeral, like that you see here.
Yeah, the funeral, it's in like almost like a tomb with the picture, the marble everywhere. Everyone's crying and stuff. And there is a moment that he breaks down and cries. It's the first time we see him shocked at the head. But this is when he physically breaks for a moment. And from then on till the end of the movie, this man is stone.
Yeah.
Just non-emotion, mission focused, period.
He is on a warpath.
He's a robot.
And
he's
look,
a killing
but it is a
machine.
warpath that isn't,
Yeah.
like Taken or Commando, where it's like, I'm going to kill an entire country. Like,
no.
that
But
doesn't happen.
It's I will move mountains to find
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
There is something about certain people, and I'm not going to say everyone, but myself included, when you deal with a traumatic death or a death out of nowhere, and there's nothing to blame, there is a part of you that wants to be angry, that wants to lash out, and you don't have that to grab a hold of and be like, you are the reason I don't have this. And now I have something to focus my emotion on. And that's a very frustrating thing when you're dealing with grief. It's one of the stages of grief. But this one shows you like when you do have that target and you are trained to go after that target, that this is me. I'm like, this is what I would do in that situation. And I know it sounds like, oh, it's a Charlie and his action movies, I want to be the badass. No, when that happens to you with that amount of loss, you're willing to do anything and everything regardless of yourself.
See, that's the thing.
That's
I told
the vengeance, the revenge.
On last night, I was like, if this happened to you, I was like, I don't have these skill sets. I am well aware that I would not be able to do all the things that this guy did. But I'm going to try to shoot the guy in the knee at least. Like, I'm at least going to go for that,
Shoot him from
Just
the
to
head from
stop
a
him.
distance, man. That's all you need.
No, I just want to give him the knee. That way I could, get all his kneecaps and his elbows and his wrists and then the head.
Oh, so you can work your way up.
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice. of
but
you.
I just want to at least get to the knees first.
Yeah.
So he can't run away no more.
Yes. And that is what I adore about this movie when first watching it and realizing that we have watched Old Boy murder 2 people. And one, he just drops a guillotine on him. It's such a cold, random act of violence. And then
Yes.
we find out that he is a school bus driver and he's taking girls home,
God,
which
was
is
so-
like, how did this guy pass a background check? Huh? Come on, South Korea.
You have to have been caught and convicted, I guess.
I guess so.
That's
But he
really
was on
what I was. He's on a
some sort
watch
of
list.
Yes.
Yes.
Because Storm Shadow goes to the dad and he gets a list of 4 people. And he's like, these are the 4 potential people that perpetrated the crime.
Yes.
And Storm Shadow goes down a list. The first guy, he beats the hell out of that man's dick with a wrench. And my God, is it amazing.
He hits this guy in the dick. With a
This
wrench.
guy is the dirtiest of dirty people. He's
Oh, it's
jerking
filthy.
it to
Yeah.
porn, and the computer goes off right as he goes off, and he's like trying to figure out what's wrong with his computer, and Storm Shadow's standing in the doorway
Silently. And
Silent.
slaps him in the face with the extension cord.
Oh God, that would hurt.
That
That's
would
just
hurt
a
so bad.
sting. And then he's tied up and he's asking questions because he's like, do you recognize this? Were you here? And you can tell by the fear in the dude when he's like, it's not fucking me. I
That
don't know
dude's
why
telling
you're.
the truth.
Yeah,
like,
there's no
Storm
lie
Shadow
detector needed.
He's doing that Daredevil thing where he can listen to your heartbeat and tell if you're lying. But his way of telling if you're lying is bashing your dick in with a wrench.
He breaks
the guy
this
passed.
guy's balls and doesn't kill him. He
No.
drops
Makes the
him
guy
off.
turn himself in for
Yeah.
other murders he committed.
Yeah, so
which
these,
it turns out he was actually a murderer.
yeah, they're shitty people. So I don't feel bad at all that they're
not
on
at
this list because they're like, why is he confessing now? And the one guy looks and goes, because someone broke his balls. And the chief goes, who broke your balls? I mean, that's
Great.
what they say in Korean. I lost
Oh my
it.
God.
Oh, I was losing it. I was laughing so hard. And then we get to the other guy number 2 on his list, because he's just going down the wall pattern.
Yeah.
Guy
Mhm.
number 2, he hits on a motorcycle and he just starts beating the shit out of the guy.
Grand
right
Theft
then and there.
Autos him out of
He
nowhere.
does.
Yes.
He's like following him down this little alley. The dude's on a little moped motorcycle.
Yeah.
And he just comes to a stop. But Storm Shadow, you're like, well, he's not really stopping. And then all of a sudden he floors it. And that dude, that stunt man deserves a
great stunt.
raise.
Yeah.
It was like an amazing stunt. And then he beats the shit out of this guy. Now, this is one of the points. Jacqueline, I love you to death. I know you're listening. This was one of the things you had an issue with that I feel was refreshing. The bad guy is the 3rd one on the list of 4.
I love
Because-
it. I think it's realistic that you go down a list and it's like, oh, I got him.
Right.
I don't have to worry about the 4th guy.
Fuck
at
the
all.
4th guy.
Yeah, he's not my problem.
That's not your target.
That's
Guy
not
number
it-
3 is.
and it makes it more like if I'm watching an action movie, it's the last guy on the list.
Always,
That's just,
always.
that's
Mhm.
the trope. That's exactly what I'm expecting. In a movie of this grit and rawness, the fact that this was completely random, I found number 3 and he's the one I need. Don't give a shit about number 4. I don't even know who he is anymore. I deleted the picture out of my phone.
Yeah, because he's not the person that hurt the person I love.
Exactly. So
This
Jacqueline,
one
I
is.
love you, and rarely do I ever disagree with you. I adore this moment in this movie, and it should definitely be there. And I love the way they story told it.
Yeah, I think that was brilliant. I also think that, yeah, most people I could see being turned off of like this guy breaking someone's balls, striking another person completely, while they're on a motorcycle, not paying attention to him at all. I don't care. I do not care. This man lost something that he loved dearly and was beating up people that were already on a watch list
I was
for
going to
murder.
say, we're given enough information that we don't care now.
Now,
Like the one guy really did kill people.
Yep.
We assume now the second one was guilty of doing something.
I think we are smart enough in the audience to assume that this dude probably did something very bad and slipped through the cracks.
And just so happens number 3 is the worst of the worst now. And that's what it is. And we're introduced to his family because it's the only connecting, I'm guessing, like, address that Storm Shadow has. And so he goes in as guys as an insurance agent
he's going into Old Boy's family. Let's just
Old Boy's family. Yeah, Old Boy's family.
Old Boy's family, who is they're an elderly couple, and he's got a son.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds their address, and he goes, like you said, he pretended to be an insurance.
Yeah, there's a policy. We need to double check things. The dads immediately call him bullshit because you can tell the dad doesn't give a shit about his son. Not that I don't think he was really calling bullshit on Storm Shadow. I think it was more like, why would Old Boy?
Our son would never take out an insurance policy that would give anyone he loves any money at all whatsoever.
Yeah, like he's a piece of shit. We recognize that our son's a piece of shit. Like,
and
this doesn't seem to be his character.
They show a picture to the mom, and he's like, this is the most recent picture we have of him. And she's like, why does he look so worn? Why does he look so evil and haggard? I'll tell you guys one thing right now. The first time I watched this, I watched it with subtitles, the way I highly recommend everyone watch it.
The voice acting, the native speakers, their voices are way better than the English dub.
I watched the dub last night, and it was easier for me to digest because I'd already seen the movie once. But man, this pales in comparison to actually hearing the actors.
I can take my kung fu movies every day of the week dub because it's nonsensical, it's wacky.
Yes, yeah.
This has so much serious tone to it that when I started the movie, it started out dubbed. I went, wait, like, does Peacock only have the dub version? That's gonna be a bummer. And then found out I could change out the audio to the native Korean
I'm
language.
glad you both listened.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, 100%. Because who are they hiring for these voiceover jobs? Like, put some fucking emotion.
Storm Shadow wasn't
Come on.
bad.
Put me in, coach.
Old Boy was terrible. That voice actor was awful. It was almost a cartoon.
Why not get Bjorn to do his own damn voice? He speaks English.
Oh,
like.
Well.
I don't get it, but that's
right.
also why, put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Nate's totally down.
I'm ready to be. I'll be the pregnant girlfriend. You name it. I'm there.
He's whatever.
Yeah. You want me to be the schoolgirl? I'm on it.
So Storm Shadow gets sent out and talks to the son. He sees the son, and the son actually knows where the dad lives for some reason whatsoever.
Some reason he's got his address. Yeah.
His address. Storm Shadow breaks in and finds the dungeon, and also in his search finds the engagement ring that was dislodged from his fiance's finger during the dismemberment.
The moment that it's like, all right, don't care about number 4.
Yep, that was the moment.
Guy.
Oh, yeah,
I'm ready.
I found him.
Yep,
Search
this is all I need now.
He links up with one of his buddies in the department, gets a tracking device, and the guy's like, sync it up with your phone. Here's what you gotta do with it.
Yep.
And Storm Shadow takes off.
That tracker is a bit Toho science-y.
I loved it.
there are two things in this movie, as this movie is so very based on reality.
It really is.
Very real. Everything's very real. There's nothing
except this tracking device.
Supernatural or heroic, but there's nothing out of the ordinary. There are two things in this movie that took me. Made that put me out a little bit just because of the absurdity of them. And one of those things is this tracker, where not only was it a tracker, he could follow him on his phone, but he could also hear him speak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
Now
though that the tracker was in his belly because he ate it.
The original tracker is legit. It was basically the same as an AirTag. It's what he attaches to the bus.
Sure.
They show it
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
when
That's
it
great.
goes in. And that's how he finds him the first time, is that tracker is on the bus. And so Storm Shadow's already, working this whole thing. Like he got, he's dropped some kind of notification to the police, and the police went to the school where the bus was. And that's why he's so mad when he has the schoolgirl, because he goes, I just lost my job. So it's like, okay, he's already fucking with him. And this is a pretty intense scene where he is in process of getting ready to rape a schoolgirl.
I think he does. I think he starts.
This
Or
is
was
where
he
it's a
like
little
in position to, and didn't
I think
quite
he's in
make the
position.
connection. Ugh,
I
hate
think,
saying
yeah,
that.
we don't need to go that detailed.
Sorry,
but
sorry. I
this
apologize.
also, unfortunately, is why we have to kind of key in on this, is one of the absolute best scenes in the movie. And that's when Storm Shadow yells his name out.
Yeah. Like, I got goosebumps at this scene because he is face to face with his killer. You could pause the movie and you're like, there's still like an hour and 40 minutes to go.
Yeah.
What? How?
Yeah.
Well,
This
what
movie
else are we
takes
going to
a
do?
Really ballsy turn a little later on. Please continue.
But
it turns into a showdown, and you kind of see that old boy, like we said, doesn't seem to care if he lives or dies, and decides to fight the guy. He's like, I don't know who you are, grabs a sai, and comes swinging.
I
And
think
he
old
starts-
boy is a badass. I think he hasn't gotten to where he is without having some
He's
sort
hardened,
of
for sure.
unhinged skills with a knife. So he was very confident in his skills. He underestimated. This is the one time he underestimates the cop.
Yeah, Storm Shadow.
Because Storm Shadow clearly is the better fighter.
He catches him completely off guard.
Oh yeah. This guy was not prepared.
Beats the shit out of him.
Beats
and the whole time
shit out of this guy.
I am like cheering, fist
Oh,
bumping,
same.
like,
Yep.
yes,
All of us were.
Yes.
get him. Like
they're
there's a
running side by
moment-
side down this greenhouse.
Yes.
It is. This is the action movie part of this movie. Like, we were talking.
Well, there's a
Korea's
lot of
known
action
for,
in this horror movie.
there is quite a bit of action in this
And
movie.
like he does like a spin around and pull, like kick.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that only Storm Shadow could do. That looks
You're
so
right.
badass. And then he just starts slamming his face into a rock over and over again. I mean, he's suffocating him in this plastic. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he is getting, therapy through punching, basically, which is, probably not the thing to do.
That's not good. Don't do that.
Go to therapy. But in this situation, beat the shit out of the guy and put his face.
Fun. I said it's not good therapy.
Well, it depends.
The only time I'm going to condone this is a serial killer happens to take your pregnant fiance out.
Okay, I got
It
All
to
is
be
fair
noted
in
that
love and
Storm
war.
Shadow didn't know his fiance was pregnant at this time.
Yes.
Right.
That's another kick in the dick later on.
He beats the shit out of him, forces him to swallow a pill, which is another tracking device that now is in the belly and he can hear everything he's saying. Very weird.
It's James Bond.
Yes.
It is. He's a CIA agent, so it makes sense that they got the James Bond.
Of course.
Boom. Easy enough to solve that.
So he went into this planned to fuck with old boy. Because he had the tracker, he had an envelope of money, which when old boy comes to. But there's a key moment too. Storm Shadow, the rock he bashes the dude's head on, he picks that rock up out of the ground and holds it over old boy's head.
He had a choice at that point.
A hair of ending it then or continuing with the plan.
And he continues with the
plan.
Which his original plan was clearly to keep him alive and fuck with him.
That
But
is
that
his
moment,
entire.
That is the plan.
In the heat of the moment, he almost just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna end it right now.
But I'm glad that he composes himself, because then you get one
No,
of the most
that's the
hard
wrong
ass
move.
lines. You get one of the most hard ass lines ever of "Don't act so weak. This is just the beginning. Remember, your
okay.
nightmare's only getting worse."
Right. No, it's an
And-
amazing line.
Then dumps him out. The old boy wakes up in the middle of nowhere with an envelope of money. Like, well, that's fucking weird. He beat the shit out of me, then let me go, and gave me a bunch of money.
I'm buying lotto tickets.
Yeah, exactly. Be like,
Buy lotto tickets and a bus.
I'm going to the
bus right
casino.
out.
Yeah. You're on a hot streak right now. Stay on it.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
Oh God.
Now, for whatever reason, in South Korea, I guess they have a serial killer problem,
They
because
do.
old boy gets picked up by a taxi driver
No,
and starts to put together that this taxi driver isn't quite everything that it seems to be.
did
It's
he
a
go get
taxi
patched
driver
up
thing.
first?
No.
Did he go get patched? No, he.
Nope.
No.
Okay, this
He-
is how he gets to the.
This is how he gets to where he's
Okay,
going.
all
He
right.
gets picked up by a taxi driver who has a fare in the back seat. And the taxi
Yes.
driver's super friendly. He's like, "Hey, it's late. Like, no one's running." He goes, "I just happen to be out and I got this fare and I'm heading this way. Hop in, we'll double it up." Old boy's kind of like, "Man, my luck's changing already. There's a car now. I don't have to keep walking." Gets
Go
in here,
straight to the casino. See?
goes straight to the casino.
Right.
And the cabbie's acting like you would expect a cabbie to be. He's very chatty. He's very, talkative. The guy in the back seat, it starts out as if that guy's leery of old boy and is just staring at him.
Mm.
But as you watch, you're seeing old boy look at the driver and look at the passenger through his visor mirror. And you start getting this uneasy feeling like there's something up. And the dude in the back seat pulls a shiv, basically a knife, and attacks old boy. And at the same moment, the driver attacks old boy. And he is fighting two people in a moving car. Beautiful camera work.
I don't
Beautiful
understand how
choreography.
they did this. The camera's
is-
spinning around
Oh my
the
God.
entire inside, not outside of the vehicle, inside the
It's
vehicle.
in it. Yes.
And you're just seeing knife stab after knife stab into
People's
neck.
necks and backs and
It
shoulders.
feels like
old
it's a
boy
single
is
take.
stabbing them. Like
Yes.
old boy doesn't take damage in this.
Not a
I mean-
cut he gets. He
And he's got a broken wrist too, by the way. We didn't say that. Like Storm Shadow
Oh, yeah.
snapped this dude's wrist.
Oh yeah, he
And-
stepped on it. He made that wrist bite the curb.
It looked painful. But old boy is fucking these dudes up. Car careens off to the side. He drags these dudes out. And you finally get this realization. And this landed on Pete because he was messaging us the other day. And he goes, "What are the odds of there being a serial killer in the taxi with them?" And I went, 2. He's like, "The other one is one too?" I said, "Yes." When old boy dumps the bodies, he goes back to the car to check it over and he
The
opens
trunk.
the trunk and
Yep.
the taxi driver is dead in the trunk of the car.
I didn't catch that the first time I watched it.
There's so much when you watch it the second time that you're
It's
just
just
like,
like,
holy shit.
What are the chances that these two met on 2 different side quests, and they did not? One of them failed their mission.
Yeah.
Needless to say,
Because
and
the two are a duo. They work together. I mean,
Yep.
that's
Clearly.
kind of what I'm putting together.
Their
And that's
shtick
their-
is this car
the
thing,
tax-
this
the
highway
taxi thing.
Yeah.
And
but it's just the camera work and the blood sprays. I mean, you get vicious blood sprays all over.
It's very real.
it's on the
Not,
windshield. It's on the
it's-
side
yeah,
glass.
it's
and
not
you're
that
just like-
blood splatter you like so much. That fountain of blood that makes
No,
us
this is-
laugh and smile. This is very real arterial spray.
I was going to say arterial is what this felt like. It's that
Mhm.
thin stream of just peeing blood out, but in a
But
very realistic way.
I also love because the movie kind of reveals its hand a little bit of like, this is what our villain is capable of doing.
Yes.
He's capable of, fending for himself. So it's like, all right, let's see where this goes with, a showdown between him and Storm Shadow. And, he obviously gets to the hospital and gets all patched up. And
Oh, this next scene is hard. Oof.
this
Nate,
one's
you're-
hard.
You're teeing it up, buddy.
Yeah. So
You can dance around the graphicness of
No,
it.
you gotta dive right into it.
No,
'cause
I think you have
it's
to
tough.
because he gets patched up and then he says some very rude things to the doctor.
Oh, he threatens the doctor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
which
Straight up.
you had no reason to. You just got
Even though he just got patched up for having a broken wrist, and
Yeah.
his alibi was that he was playing soccer. And the doctor's like, "Well, how bad are you at soccer? You hurt your hand in a game where you
That
shouldn't
was
be."
that
Fair
was the
question.
line that got
Yeah.
him in
Which,
trouble right
to
there.
me, he could have been a goalie. Maybe not a good
Yeah.
goalie, but he could have been. Um, but then he forces this nurse to
Mhm.
perform fellatio on him. And because the tracking device can hear sound in the belly, Storm Shadow uses it to go, okay, I need to get in there right away to, deal some damage to him. And boy, does he ever, like, in the middle of this dude getting sucked off, like, Storm Shadow comes in and causes a ruckus and beats the shit out of him with a fire extinguisher. I mean, straight to the noggin,
Oh,
hits him
God.
in the head.
He's
and
He's
out.
then
taken
just
so
starts.
many blows to the head. I don't know how much a human can possibly take as
It's
far as
impressive
blow.
that a
I
man
mean,
could take.
he's getting
There's a
he's a
Oh,
lot
go
of.
ahead.
Oh, it's just got his head
Well, I
was
was just
smashed
gonna
on
say
a
there's a
rock.
lot of people that take head trauma and are somehow still conscious.
Wow.
I mean, the fiance does. She's
Yeah,
still
you're-
conscious.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
takes a pipe to the one girl he picks up at the stop,
Mm-hmm,
and
Yep.
they never show her again until her head's cut off. But there's a lot of head trauma in this
There is.
fucking movie.
There really is, and I that lends to the realism. There's not the classic Hollywood
One
bonk
punch
on the
knockout.
head. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
there
think I was-
isn't a bunch of
I was
like Storm
watching
Shadow
something else
punches
the
him
other night.
once.
There were so many one punch knockouts in this movie I was watching the other night.
Hey,
It was
I
so
love my
hilarious.
one punch knockouts,
I got a lot of time for it. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
but I
this
love
is
watching a
very
movie
much
where
grounded
Storm
in
Shadow
reality. Mhm.
is just beating the shit out of man throughout this whole doctor's office, which I don't know why the doctor's not coming out at all to see what
Would
all the.
you? He was just threatened. He's like, I ain't going out there.
Well, you know what? That nurse deserves like a raise beyond all
She
raises.
does, and I got so watching this the first time, I was somewhat mad at Storm Shadow at this moment because I'm like, why are you not like on his ass? You're giving him
Why are
too
you not
much
running?
leash,
Yeah.
A leash,
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
and this is something I've read in a lot of people's reviews about the movie, which we'll dig into more at the end, is the collateral damage that happens due to what Storm Shadow is currently doing with the cat and mouse. And this is the one where you're like, if you're going to play this game, play it right and don't let him get that close to someone.
Don't let him hurt
Again.
anyone else.
Don't let him back
like
out
he has
into
hurt you.
public.
Right.
Throw him on a desert island. Or
You need
something
you
and
need
chase
more
him through the woods.
control
Yeah,
of
there's-
this. And that second time I watched it after seeing everything, I went, okay, it's not like he's done this before. So
Exactly.
he's kind of
Good point.
He's
off
done
the,
everything by the
seat of his
books
pants.
before, and this is
Yeah.
kind of new territory. But I love when Old Boy starts to like fend for himself and fight back and grabs a scalpel, and Storm Shadow just grabs it and stares him in the eyes.
That was a moment
Mm.
for Old Boy looking in Storm Shadow's eyes where he's like, fuck.
Yeah,
Mhm.
What do I
because he
do
also
now?
doesn't know who this guy is. He's like, who?
No,
The
he has
fuck
no
are
clue.
you?
No idea. who
Why
this
are
guy
you?
is.
Why are you doing this to me?
Maybe
He
just
called
leave
him
me
a
alone.
cop at the first time. He goes, oh, the cops caught up with me. Then he's like, this time he's like, where the fuck did you come from? He grabs that and he's holding that scalpel.
Oh,
Just rage. You're not feeling pain.
no,
It's
he's got
just
pure
this
adrenaline going.
going, and he knocks fucking Old Boy out just cold, and he's not done. The nurse tries to run and he goes, don't.
Oh, wait, we can't
Go.
even do that. It's after he gets cut with the scalpel, he just grabs some bandages and just wraps his arm while still
He's
attacking.
still fighting, and he wraps himself
Mhm.
up.
Such a
Oh.
badass.
Yeah, Storm
But-
Shadow's fucking awesome.
he
man.
is a machine in this movie.
But then he
Tells the nurse, stop. You need to patch him up. And you're like, what the
What?
fuck is he talking about?
Oh.
Patch him up. The scene cuts from that to him holding fucking old boy's foot up in the air and stabs that scalpel right behind the Achilles tendon
Oh,
and pulls and
it.
cuts at the same time. I mean, the effects people,
Oh,
they need a raise.
they need all the
there's your
awards as
Oscar,
well.
fellas.
Just
for
like
that
Old
scene.
Boy, because Old Boy's scream, the way his vocal cords change.
It's like he got cut.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's
This
almost
ain't
like
like-
he's acting.
Yeah, this ain't Jed and Pate Cemetery. This is
No.
this is how realistic someone would react to having their Achilles tendon cut.
just severed.
Oh,
And then
And
once
not
again, he
quickly.
wakes
It
up.
wasn't a quick slice. It
No.
was, he almost sawed it all out.
Oh.
I was waiting for him to pull it out, like
yeah.
really
Yep.
do, but that's not what his plan. I know, I just put that visual in everyone's mind.
You stick a knife goes in, Achilles heel goes out.
You know how you get your chicken wings from BW3,
And
you
you
just
just
pull
split them
those apart,
open. Yeah.
But you know, right where that heel is. And
But-
then he wakes
He
up.
wakes up again.
He's all bandaged up. He's like, the fuck is going on?
Got
They
a
got-
boot on now. 'cause
He's got a
it's-
boot on, which I still don't know if I could walk on my Achilles
Oh
tendon.
no,
I
I'd be in a
don't-
wheelchair for the rest of the movie trying to
the
like.
damage this guy is taking. I'm gonna let it pass. I'm gonna
I
let it
let
pass.
I attributed it to pure will and determination.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
I'm just going to keep going. But he then starts to kind of start piecing things together. Like he searches the car and his own body. Like, am I bugged? Am I being tracked?
Mhm.
How the fuck did this guy find me? And he's dumbfounded. He has no idea where this shit's coming from and who this guy is still. Like Storm Shadow hasn't told him why he's in his target.
No, he doesn't have to. He has absolutely doesn't have to give him any dialogue or course of reason. Just keep beating the shit out of the guy, let him go, beat the shit out of him, get underneath his skin, make this guy feel like what these poor, helpless women have felt underneath his.
This is
That's-
punishment.
Yeah.
This is
Exactly. He's
punishment
enacting
that
punishment,
deserves
not
to be.
justice. Is the
Right.
long and the short of the theme of this movie.
nowhere in this is honestly. Don't even put justice in your mind when
No.
you watch this movie, because that is not his intent. Because if it was justice, he would have A, arrested him, or B, killed him at the
Mhm.
first
Yeah.
time.
And-
That would have been it. Okay, then we're done.
I
Dust
want
my
to teach
hands off.
someone a complete lesson. I want them to feel completely helpless. I want them to feel the fear and pain that they made their victims feel. And only then, after I truly feel that I am complete with making them a complete and utter worthless human being, then I will take them out.
Right.
That is what he is
Exactly.
doing here. And it's kind of like the same argument. It's like, oh, why doesn't Batman just kill Joker? It's like, that's why the Punisher works. Because he's just like, you know what? If I just take this guy out now, that saves who knows how many people.
How
down
many
the road.
lives am I saving by killing this
Yeah.
person
How
instead
many
of
people has Batman killed at the hands of the Joker from just not being able to do it?
From not finishing the job.
exactly, which
and-
is
and
always
there's-
it.
That's the razor's edge you walk as a vigilante. I mean, you can, as chaotic good, I suppose you do kill
Right.
people. If you're chaotic lawful, then you're Batman.
And it
You
and it
don't.
makes a compelling story arc to follow. Especially
Right.
if you're doing things like comics. If obviously we
you-
want to keep having a good villain.
Right.
as
Your-
it
Your
goes.
hero is still a hero at that point too, because he's not
Yes,
killing and also selling more comic books. You don't kill the bad guy,
right.
Because you want to sell more books.
You want
No.
to keep making them. It's totally
right,
fine.
right.
If you're Marvel, you just keep killing the hero off over and over again. Just say like, oh,
And then
new
bring him
event.
back.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
he came
comes
back. Ah, Professor X is back, and he's dead,
they're back.
and he's back.
And now he's the bad guy.
Oh,
And now he's the
he
good
had
guy.
evil twin sister the whole time.
We all
you know
remember
what?
the Onslaught storyline.
I was
yeah.
gonna say,
All
and
remember it.
how about we just throw in the Juggernaut, bitch?
That's right. Who's his brother? I don't know. It's
Right.
incredibly crazy.
I don't know, but he's cool.
All right. Well, let's compose ourselves. We're gonna hit a quick commercial, and
Okay.
we'll come right back.
Do you like horror movies?
Do you like hanging out with your buddy?
Do you like cracking jokes and having a good time? Do you just like fun?
Well, consider checking out Spoils of Horror. We are an hour-long podcast that comes out every single week.
We're not doing reviews. We're just going to hang out, talk about the movies we love with each other, and hopefully the ones you love too.
Covering everything from the popular, the lost, the forgotten, and the bizarre.
If you're looking for a good podcast and a good time, you're going to want to check us out.
We're on all major podcasting platforms, and you can find us on Instagram and Twitter.
Check it out. We'll see you there.
So I'm sure everybody's noticing this is a little bit different layout.
Why didn't we play the genital commercial? That would have been perfect for this episode.
No, that's why.
A Viagra commercial.
We can still have our normal banter on certain things that are funny, but this is a movie I wanted to be respectful about as we talk about it, so because there's some heavy topics in this and there's some pretty graphic,
the whole
things to
theme
watch.
of the movie is, are you willing to become a monster to defeat a monster?
Yes.
Yes.
That's precisely what it is.
I mean, personally, I feel like if I were to go through these situations and have the same skill sets, yes. Like
I'm Storm Shadow.
Yeah, I have absolutely no problem with like, hey, if you fucked with my life like this, I'm not going to have regard for another person. Like
I'm going to be on your ass a lot closer than Storm Shadow is.
Right.
And I think that also comes with, I kind of realize that this is kind of a shitty dark world as it is, and the less shitty dark people in this world, probably for the best. So
I have no problem with it. You're not
pretty
hurting
level
my
person,
feelings by saying that.
I know that I can't fight worth a shit. Like, I understand what I am. Like, all $160 of me, but
wet.
Yeah, wet. Most of that is.
You'd be like a $145 without all that hair.
Well, no, I mean, a lot of it is like the beer and fudge rounds. Apparently, they go to the gut.
That's okay. It just takes longer for the knife to get in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's defensive. It's defensive.
Yeah, you go after me, old boy, and I'll be like, that's all right. Actually, if you stab me, I'm going to start crying. I'll be like, why? This is why I wanted to shoot you in the kneecaps.
There is something I realized watching this is old boy never retaliates without a weapon in his hand.
Oh,
he's
a
never. Yeah, he's a
doing
coward.
A really good job.
And he's
He
not
is a coward.
Yeah, but it's like his crutch. Like Storm Shadow's kicking his ass hand to hand and can disarm him easily.
Yes.
But it was something that was kind of wild that, I mean, even with the victims, it's always with a weapon in his hand.
He doesn't
always
do anything
like
with his
an
bare
axe,
hands.
a lead pipe, something. And when we get past this and now he meets up with one of his buddies who happens to be a cannibal, which once again, South Korea, I really need you to figure out why all your pop stars kill themselves and why you have all these serial killers. Like, what's up over there? You're the good Korea.
Jesus.
That's all I'm saying is they're the good one.
I mean, I can't say he's wrong about any of this, but
the suicides are on my side, which I don't like, but they're very real with their pop stars, and I don't understand why it keeps happening. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know why I had that
don't
pop
know.
up in some of my feeds, and I was like, "What
when
is
it
that a
pops up,
thing going on?"
And when it happens, I'm like, another one?
Yeah.
Whoa.
To be when you go, there's another one.
Exactly.
Yeah, but this
Imagine
movie,
if someone from NSYNC died by his own hand, and then Backstreet Boys, and then 98 Degrees. We'd be like, that's kind of weird, right?
something's up.
Yeah.
We'd be investigating. The Swifties would shift their focus, and we'd find out what's going on
Yeah.
real fast. But no, you're right. All of a sudden, there is another, and we don't know it's a serial killer, except he's burning bloody clothes.
Oh,
So it's like,
yeah.
as we see him, and he throws a phone in the fire. So we're like, okay, he's getting rid of evidence. At the moment, I'm definitely like he's an accomplice. Especially when old boy shows up and he's like, hey, they talk, no one's shooting each other, but you're like, okay, this guy's in on it. You know,
I don't know why it made me laugh, but he's throwing bloody clothes and then that cell phone, and then he throws a duffel bag, and then he throws luggage.
Yeah.
Now, why not throw it all at once?
I know, right? Why not put it
more
all in the bag
dramatic
and throw it
that way,
away?
But I also don't think that the fire is ever going to be hot enough to melt all that down.
It would just be melty. But honestly, man, No one's looking for these people.
This is
Like
true.
these people have been doing this for a while.
Clearly,
Lives in a giant fucking house.
it's beautiful too.
It's a
I mean,
mansion.
Beautiful house, beautiful
outside of the grossness that's going
land.
on, it's a gorgeous house.
Yeah. And they're eating dinner. And the first time I watched this, I'm like, the fuck is dude eating? It is the bloodiest, reddest. First time I watched it, steak. I was even like, is that fish? What is he eating?
No.
And they go for a while of talking before he reveals he's eating people.
Yeah, he's chewing with his mouth open and just
I
getting
hate this
blood
whole scene
all
because
over
it's
his
so.
lips, and you can see his teeth are red with blood. It's foul.
The
It's the
girlfriend quotation just
he's
sitting
just
there
mashing-
watching him.
I hate the sounds. They're juicy. He's eating like a pig. It's
The
just,
slurping. Oh
Yes.
God.
and he's like, you should really try it sometime. It's really good. Once you have this meat, you'll never
The
want
old
any
boy's
other
like,
meat.
Fuck no, this is
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
no, man.
That's like another
I got my
serial killer going.
standards.
Yeah, exactly. A serial killer with standards going, no, I'll never stoop that low to eating people. Like, no, that's you.
That's just weird.
Yeah.
You start to piece together because we watch old boy put the fiance's body parts in a trunk.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, he's his supplier.
Yes,
That's how he's
that's
they're
how he's getting rid of the
using
bodies.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the majority of the body because this dude's eating them. He's putting them in a freezer. He likes to eat the guts first. He likes it as
Yeah, that
fresh
was-
as possible.
Blech.
That was pretty
And
wild.
he's got all the body limbs like dismembered and just you can't tell like
They're-
how
they're
many
all
people are in there.
nice
It's
and
He's
just,
got that like
No, you
perf-
can't. That's right, Nate.
He's
it's
got
a
like this
smorgasbord.
professional kitchen because it's a mansion, so obviously there would be the giant kitchen down below, and this is
Yeah,
like
you're
his
right.
butcher shop.
It's a huge, damn near professional kitchen. I mean, that's
It's a
a kitchen where you have a staff
this is.
prepare meals.
I'm
for
feeling like
you.
they killed somebody and they're living
That's-
in their
yeah.
house.
That was what I got out of it.
Yeah,
Was
That's
that
kind
they
of what
had-
I was thinking.
But then
That makes a
also
lot
it's
of
like
sense.
that's risky because then eventually people will be like, "Where did the
Hey, where's mom
family
and
A
dad?"
go?" Yeah,
If you find people that don't have family, and who knows, maybe they're just there for 6 months
and it
and
could
they
be
move on.
yeah.
Their
you know,
summer
but-
home or something.
But it's so
Or-
cool to see that in this world that these are characters that you just gotta catch on to, like they exist, they're real, they're friends with this person, and they're gonna give him a place to stay. And I
Right.
love the conversation these two are having where he's like, sounds like you really pissed off the wrong person. Probably like is related to someone that, you know,
Yeah.
one of
you
your
ki-
victims.
you killed, yeah. And it's like this light bulb moment of,
Oh yeah.
you're
Who
right.
If I killed recently.
But they're also like the cannibal guy's saying some like pretty dumbass type things to our old boy killer and is pissing him off. And he realized like that moment where he's like he realized he said the wrong thing
Uh-huh.
and he starts crying.
Crying. Yeah.
Crying. And he even goes, I don't know why. When I get stressed, I cry. It's so weird. And I'm like, because it's raw emotion, but it was like this old boy doesn't even say anything to him. He stares at him. And it causes this dude to this cannibal, this
they
guy who
do
chops
mention-
up people
Eating
These
people
two-
in front of him right now
Yeah.
as we speak.
and
Well,
makes
they-
him cry. God.
They mentioned that when they first met up, they were like militants that were wanting to like, you know, change the world or something like that. So
Yeah, they did mention. Yeah,
It was
they're
kinda
literally
culty.
saying we were trying to
Of-
change the world. Yeah.
Yeah, it-
culty, you know, maybe some sort of
They get power from
Religious
eating
sector.
people or
Mhm.
something.
but you could tell that the Hannibal had like stepped out of line because clearly old boy is like the boss.
Old boy's in
Uh-huh.
charge.
He's
Flat
always like-
out.
He's
he's the
always in
one-
charge. He
Yeah.
made a nurse undress and perform fellatio on him just by telling her to do so.
Yeah, to
And she
do it.
was
He
so
doesn't
afraid that
he's
she
not
just did it.
brandishing a knife or anything at her.
He
Like
just
it's
he was
just
sitting there. and
he
he's
just
like,
has a presence. He's like
mhm.
anything you ever read about Charles Manson where they're like he just had such a charismatic spell under people. He didn't have to kill anyone
I said
himself. He didn't.
smell.
It was just
that was just Old Spice, Pete.
Yeah.
Ode to Manson.
Ode to Manson. But this is like the reverse of that. This is the other side of the coin.
Right.
Where it's not charisma, it's
fear.
Just this fear, this like, yeah, this guy, he's
I
capable
don't know
of
what he's going to
anything.
do, but he could make things 10 times worse for me if I don't just
Right.
listen.
Yeah.
On a
So
lighter note, this scene made me think back to the Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, where Leslie Vernon goes and visits his mentor
oh yeah,
out in the woods, where it's an old slasher who's retired and his final girl.
that
And
slasher is supposed to be someone that's canon as well, but I can't remember who.
yeah, because Freddy, Jason, they're all canon.
Yeah, they're
He's-
all real in
oh,
that universe.
Black Christmas, Billy from Black
That's what it
Christmas.
is. Yeah, he is
Yeah.
Billy.
I forget where I heard that, but there's probably spoils of horror. Those assholes do such a good job.
They know
I
everything.
hate you, I
They know
hate
it
you.
all.
Yeah,
Stevie
they're all like,
Boo. I
"Ew,
hate you. I'm smart. Fuck off.
yeah,
But
you
it
make a good
reminded me,
podcast."
like this. It's just it harkened back to this, and I was not that I didn't want to watch I Saw the Devil, but I was like, boy, I should watch Leslie Vernon again. That was a lot more fun than this movie.
Oh yeah, if you're wanting fun,
So-
it's Leslie Vernon.
So much more fun.
If you're wanting misery, it's this movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
But
so
this whole
so
scene-
the cannibal Hannibal the cannibal decides that he's still hungry, right?
Mhm.
And he goes back into his his pantry, and he's looking through his freezer, and he mumbles, "Oh, I
No
think I already
guts.
pulled out all the guts, or
yeah.
there's no guts left." So he goes into the other
Well, he's a
pantry.
cannibal that has fine taste.
Right?
He
goes
goes
in the
down to
other-
the wine cellar.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right. He
Uh-huh.
opens the door, and there's a girl in there
Chained.
and chained up.
Bag
And-
over her head.
Oh God, dear God! And then he drags her up into the kitchen, and he says, "Look, your sister did this, and it's a lot more painful if you struggle.
Right.
I'll-
if you
I'll
fight,
make
it's
it-
gonna hurt. Yeah.
I'll make it
I'll make
quick
it
for
quick."
you." Like, oh my God!
When he says something like, "What? I'll do feet, hands, head."
He's going through the thing. He's listening to classical music playing on the radio.
Yeah.
It's very Hannibal. Like really,
for sure,
it's very much that kind of leaning more towards the television show, with Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, it really
Um,
does.
But the music stops playing. Dude's like, the fuck?
Right before he's
Walks-
about to.
Just as
slice
the
her neck
knife
or
is
something,
getting
yeah.
ready to get
Yep.
on her skin, he goes over to check this radio. He does what everybody does, smack it a little bit, figures out, okay, this is what's wrong with it, turns around, and the girl is gone.
She's gone.
Like gone. Chains laying on the ground. He's walking over like, what the fuck is going on? He's
What-
like, what the
not-
fuck is this?
Not a sound happened.
No sound.
No sound.
You don't
Except
hear
for
the
him kicking
chain.
around with that CD player.
Which I love that
Yes.
anytime that
Agreed.
Storm Shadow is involved, it is pure silence because he's a fucking ninja.
He's a
He's
ninja.
Storm
Ninja.
Shadow.
He's a ninja. But yeah, complete silence. He walks over, and Storm Shadow just pops basically up out of the shadows.
out of
Like he j-
nowhere.
out
It's
of nowhere.
amazing.
We never said it, wearing a puffy, shiny jacket.
He
This
really does
entire-
have a very puffy jacket. That would
guys,
make a bunch of.
No. It's cold. Clearly, it's
It's
clearly
winter.
fall or
It is.
winter. And he's just gonna keep nice and warm. And those puffy jackets. Mwah.
I was
Oh.
honestly thinking it could be somewhat tactical too. One, it's probably extremely quiet when he's
Mhm.
wearing it, and two, it's extra padding if someone was to get the drop on him and
Well,
slash at
I
him with a
mean,
Well,
knife.
it
I'm
does
gonna
happen.
hunt man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear a tactical vest, obviously, a tactical puffy vest.
But,
I don't know.
and it's fashionable.
Oh,
Okay,
I-
Lance
wearing 'em.
Henderson, that was his problem in Hard Target. He should have wore one.
I always got my face paint ready to go, man. I'm going full commando. Period. That's it. And I don't mean naked. I mean
Or
Oh,
do
Commando.
you?
Commando is
Because
no
you know
underwear.
what? That could
Commando's
also
that
get
is
underneath their skin.
tactical. That
Yeah.
is tactical.
Because if imagine if he turned around and Storm Shadow was there naked and covered in war paint, he'd be like, "Okay, I fucked up big time. Because why is there a naked man in war
Why
paint
is there a naked man
in my
at war paint?
kitchen?"
I mean, me, you'd have a 280-pound, 6'5" naked guy screaming at you as he runs with an axe.
I would
'Cause
be
I'm always
wondering
gonna
how
have
a
an axe.
caveman got time travel device and made his way into my kitchen.
That's what it would look like.
That's how Bruce Willis got out of his house in the whole 9 yards where Amanda
Oh,
Peele took
yeah.
off her top and surprised
I remember
the
that.
assassin and gave Bruce enough time to
Just
kill
got
him.
to catch them off guard. That's all you got to do, man.
And we got to see Amanda Peele's boobies. It was
Right.
delightful.
It was a win-win
This was-
for everyone.
This is one thing.
Indeed. It's
Take
so-
take this as your public service announcement that I was watching this going, the way this guy goes after these girls, especially the schoolgirl one.
Ugh.
Shit and piss yourself. You're ever in that position?
Yeah,
Shit and piss yourself.
Okay.
I'll do it in
Period.
a heartbeat.
Well,
I
Nate,
mean,
you're famous for shitting
Yeah,
yourself.
well, yeah.
I don't care.
But I
So,
meant-
yeah, if I'm in that situation, oh man, you best believe. I guarantee you, I ate cheese for the day at some
You
point.
got nothing to lose at this point. You just you piss. Some dude's chasing you around in a parking lot and tries to shove you in a van. Shit yourself. Piss on him. Something, because they'll be like, "What the fuck is this?" Seconds matter. That's
Yeah.
my public service, because
You
that's
start
what I was
throwing
seeing.
that shit too. If you were like, like, hey, Say, do you want
Turn
a
into
chocolate
a
covered pretzel?
wild person.
Now
Yeah.
hold on. Later on, we do see a shit scene that
We
Gross.
do.
Oh,
I wasn't
Everybody
trying to lead
Yeah,
into that.
I was
What
trying
I
to
was,
avoid
I
the
was
poop
trying to
scene.
be. I was giving advice.
I know your PSA, but it wouldn't work with this guy because
Well, we're
clearly
not at the
digging
poop
around in
scene.
shit is not a problem.
because
I guarantee if I
He smelled
flung
his
poop
fingers.
at him, he would have stopped for a second, going, "That
Or at least a
motherfucker fling
second.
poop at me." I
He
don't care
might-
who you are.
he might have stooped to your level and throw poop right back. Like,
Right?
poop
We
at me,
may be
I'll
in the
poop my
middle of a
pants.
poop war, and it's going to
But-
depend on what I ate the day before on who's going to win. But I'm just saying, go nuts.
I'm
Got
telling
it.
you right now, though, I'm winning that battle. 9 times out of 10, I win that shit battle.
Nate's going to win.
Yeah.
There's a
I-
pantsless, shit covered Nate running across the park.
And no, that's not me on a regular Tuesday at the
Uh-huh.
mall.
That's not after a Guar concert.
Yeah.
Nate in survival mode. No, it was just something that popped, because I have a daughter, and you're sitting there going, like, what do you tell your kids? Because as much as you want to prepare your kids for shit that you pray never happens,
Mhm.
it's like I would literally tell my daughter, shit and piss yourself, scream, go absolutely fucking ballistic.
Yell fire and shit and piss yourself.
I mean, you obviously can't do that if they knock you out. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
there's not much you can do there. If you come to, lose your fucking shit, okay? Because at that point,
Literally.
you need to do you need to do whatever you can to raise as much ruckus and cause as much chaos as you can. That's just me, because that thought was on my mind watching it last night for the second time, where I was just like, yeah, that y'all need to teach. I hate to say that it's
hard
even
to say that, like, make your body do those things when
Yeah.
fear is taking over.
fear shit's a thing.
Yeah.
Fear shit's a thing.
It is.
Fear boner's a thing too, I hear.
That's
That's what
apparently-
Nate says.
just depends on the aggressor.
Yeah. Come on now. Can we get back to the scene?
We can get back to the scene. I'm sorry. I
Go
just
ahead,
I
Nate.
don't know. I went on a small
Because-
tangent.
I want to talk about Storm Shadow beating the ever living shit
Do
out of
it.
him again.
Do it. Lay it on me, brother.
He gets the cannibal.
The
all
cannibal
tied
is
up.
clearly larger. He's a big man. He's a big dude.
He's got
is.
power behind him.
He's
But
got girth and strength behind him.
Storm Shadow beats the shit out of him,
But he's
gets him
so
all
big.
tied up, and goes, what was it? Head, or was it feet, then hands, then head, I believe?
Oh my god, he just
And the
taunts him.
guy is
It's
just like
wonderful.
starting to cry, and then you hear a shotgun blast, and old boy's got a shotgun, and
Yeah.
like, it's like, oh shit! Once again, he's got a weapon.
Got a
He's
weapon.
He's got to fight like a coward, and it's how quick Storm Shadow reacts. He grabs like cloth or something to protect himself as he jumps out a window. Tucks
Yeah, it was
and
like
rolls,
a tablecloth or
Yeah,
something,
he
and
acts so
Oh,
quick,
okay.
blocks the glass from
and
cutting
then he
him when he jumps out the
parkours his
window.
way up to the second story of the
That
building.
was really cool.
Yeah,
I-
really
that
cool.
was a really cool
Like
shot.
that wasn't a stunt double. That was him. That was
Oh,
that was Storm
100%.
Shadow, Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
100%. I believe he probably
Hey,
did like
Do you need
90%
a
of his
stunt
stunts.
guy for this? Fuck no, I don't need a stunt guy. Watch
I'm
this.
Storm Shadow,
fucking
motherfuckers.
Storm
and
Shadow.
ran. I got this shit.
Let's see Snake Eyes do this shit.
Ray parked my ass.
Yeah. Ooh, I got a wolf. I got 2 swords.
They call me the hard master. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Where were you, Nate?
But I love this whole like showdown up at on the second floor.
Mhm.
Like you see Storm Shadow grab something from a room, and then he gets attacked by the one girl. One punch knocks her out.
Well,
she's
she
out.
was a waif of an individual.
Still, Storm Shadow can one punch knock out people.
That one I believed.
Yeah. Not to be sexist, but
But
she wasn't
yeah.
much.
He gets it like the cannibal comes back up. He gets in a fight with him, throws that motherfucker like a rag doll.
Oh,
I mean,
uses
the way
his weight against him, basically.
Mhm.
he tosses him into like that mirror that shatters. Like this is a visceral fight that's up here. And then we find out what he grabbed was a bunch of fish hooks
Fish
God.
hooks.
and threw them onto the ground, waiting for
It's-
old boy to just run upstairs without paying attention. And he's barefoot and steps on it.
Yeah, 'cause they were
Y'all ever had-
asleep. He was going to bed when this was happening.
Yeah,
Down in
he
the
was
basement.
he was asleep. Right.
Yeah.
You ever put a fish hook in your thumb? You
Yeah.
know how painful it. Yeah.
I've
yeah.
gotten
My
one,
uncle
like, near
caught
the
one in
nail.
his ear one time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's literally that
No.
point where you have to cut the
eye
eye off
off
of it and
Mhm.
fish it all the way through.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a fun day.
Oh, I bet.
It
For
wasn't
3
my
minutes.
hook. It was his son's hook.
Well, that's good because if not, you'd never hear the end of
Thank
it.
God it was
Hey,
his
Remember
ear.
that time Charlie hooked me?
Hey,
Charlie
he's
pierced my
lucky
ear.
It was an ear and not an eye. If you're up that
Oh, yeah.
high, you're fucking lucky, man.
Yeah, it could. Well, it's a bad time.
Ugh.
Free
Bad time.
piercing. Hey.
But yeah, fish hooks in the feet, man. That's worse.
Oh,
I'd rather walk through glass. Honestly, I'd rather John McClane it than
Yeah.
walk through fish
boy,
hooks.
I don't know, man. I
The
don't think
fish
either of
hooks
those are
stay.
pleasant.
Like
Yeah,
they
they do
get
stay.
in. They're like
It's the
little
way-
tiny kitten claws that just never let go.
Never let go. You ever touch a kitty's belly?
Yeah, just it's
But
done.
at least you get to touch something soft and go, ha ha, I got your belly. Yeah, this
And
is
then
not soft and you don't get its belly.
Yeah,
It's just nothing but mean, fierce claws.
Oh,
yeah. You can't just throw it and it goes. Meow. Yeah, that's.
oh, sorry, cat lovers.
I'm a cat lover. I have 4 of them. Don't,
Okay.
No, I was
don't
just
have-
picturing the cat from Kung Fu Hustle when it was wrong place, wrong time, kitty.
Oh God. What were we talking about? Oh yeah,
I don't
fish
know.
hooks.
I can't
Fish
believe we're
hooks.
laughing.
Storm Shadow was about to beat the
Right.
shit out of the guy again.
Again for like the 3rd or 4th time in this movie.
I don't
So we got
know the
fish hooks
rod
in
that
the
he's
feet.
got. Like he's got some sort of like let's call it a rocket ship. Like I don't know what it was that he starts beating the hell out of old boy with.
I
Like,
think it
he's
was
got
a
this-
sculpture or something from a fireplace. I
Yeah.
don't know what it
Some sort of
was.
silver thing.
It
that
was
had,
something
like, a
heavy and blunt.
but he is beating it over and over again.
Is this where his skull?
Yeah.
It's like squirts blood.
Yep. He hits?
This
him in
is
the
where
back of
you
the
think
head.
he's dead.
Yeah.
He's face down.
This is
And-
one of my things about like he hits him so hard and so long in the head and in the ribs. I cannot imagine
He'd be
that
hamburger.
a body can take that much damage
Yeah,
and you wouldn't be in a coma for
Yeah.
months, if not forever.
Yeah, he's hamburger.
I mean,
if so,
there's
that
so
really
much
happened.
Right.
blood spraying, but I love the performance that Storm Shadow's giving because he's crying. He's saying
Yeah.
why,
He's
why,
losing his shit.
why
Oh,
after
he's-
every hit, and you're seeing it's clearly like a dummy they had because the pole is bending more and more, and you actually
Mm-hmm.
see a piece of it break off and hit.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
So
the
instead of
ground.
hitting the actor with a plastic thing, which everyone will tell it's different, and it's why he's face down. It works.
They
They
made
put a
sturdy,
dummy and
a
then
sturdy
you
dummy. Yep.
hit him with something solid. It's effective as all get out.
Oh my
There
god!
is, I think there's only like 2 scenes of CGI blood in this movie. Like everything
Probably?
else
Oh, I could tell.
is.
Wow.
Yeah, I
There's
was gonna
one
say.
that's really, really blatant,
Ugh, I
and we're
missed it.
almost there.
Same.
But most of it is full on practical,
Which
like
makes it
98%.
so much more real. It feels way more real. Like you watch Ash versus the Evil Dead, that first episode or 2, they were relying heavily on CG blood. And then I think the fans bitched and they went to practical blood, and it was 1,000 times better
Oh yeah.
and funnier. It was better and
uncomparable.
funnier, and
Yeah.
it worked.
And now we're in a hospital. He
Right.
actually takes dude to the all of them
Yeah.
to the hospital.
And he's
Hannibal
been out for like 2 days at this point.
Yeah.
So did he call it in or something, and they came and picked all the bodies up? Oh, no, he was in the hospital.
He
too,
was there
wasn't he?
with them. He was
Okay.
there with them. Like
Yeah,
they
you're right.
suspect. We find out through some exposition dumps that the actual police, who we kind of follow a little bit in this movie, think the father is doing all of this shit that they're following back behind and cleaning up. And he even tries to stop Storm Shadow for a moment. He goes, "Look, we need to call this off. They think
Yeah.
it's me now." And Storm
Yeah.
Shadow's like, basically like, "I'm in too deep. I'm not
Yeah,
stopping
he's like,
until
I'm
I'm
not
done."
stopping at all.
You're not stopping me.
So he drops these scumbags off. He's talking to his agent buddy, and they're going over all, he's like, "Yeah, it worked. It's working good." And he goes, "Well, do you have to keep putting the tracker?" And Storm Shadow kind of grabs him out of nowhere and then pulls the curtain back. And that's kind of the realization when we first realize, oh boy's there, knocked out. And he's making sure he's knocked out. And the guy goes, "Oh, he's out. He'll be out for a couple of days," because Storm Shadow doesn't want him to know where the tracker is.
Yeah, the guy
which-
slips up. It's like, you need to have diarrhea to.
Really
Yeah.
bad
Tracker.
diarrhea to even shit it out. So then we find out old boy was not knocked out, much to Pete's chagrin.
Which, honestly,
he's like, should have
before
been
they
dead.
started talking about, they should have gave him an old slap around. What's one more slap?
Why
gonna
aren't
do?
they handcuffing him to the
Yeah.
the bed?
Why
Even
is
if
he
he's
not doped
out?
up? Like,
Well,
you're not going to
once
wake up.
again, it's the whole part of this catch and release just to keep psychologically torturing this man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
you want to
think
get underneath his skin, and the whole thing is, Storm Shadow does not realize how much of a threat this person is.
No, he doesn't. And honestly, going back to what you were just saying a second ago, Pete, I don't think the actual cops are at the hospital during this. That was his agent friend.
Okay.
And he fully intends on
alright.
releasing old boy, because he does. He releases him. He's under the culvert when he wakes up. So I don't think the cops even know Storm Shadow took him to get patched up. He just happened to take Hannibal with him. And
he got patched up himself.
He's patched up and he stays in the hospital. So Storm Shadow drops old boy back off. He's under a culvert, but old boy knows what's up now. He's like, "I got you, bitch." Takes off,
starts
runs
talking to him,
talking to him, taunting him,
taunting him.
"I know what's up." And again,
You're
another
wish
issue
you killed me.
where I'm pissed off at Storm Shadow was like, you have given him too much leash again.
That's the
Why
thing.
are you giving him so
You
much
let him
leash?
so far away. You should be like 20 feet away from him at all times.
Yes.
Like,
You're
not that
sneaky
far
Storm
behind.
Shadow. You can move
You
in silence. You
fuck
should
up.
be able to follow him anywhere without.
You also dropped him in population.
He
Like-
might as well have just been
Man.
like, I'm going to go to the grocery store real quick. Surely I have enough time to, go to the movie store. Maybe I'll
I
run
gotta
some
go get a
errands. I
haircut.
need laundry done because he
Yeah.
got blood on my last
He
one.
handcuffed him to the steering wheel, and then he went in to ask some questions, and he came back out, and Jackie Chan had took off and took the steering wheel off the
Yes,
Corvette.
exactly.
Oh, wait, that was Rush Hour.
Rush Hour,
But
yeah.
anyway, it's basically the same idea. But no, this is, again, where I got so frustrated with Storm Shadow, because dude immediately takes off, goes to a pharmacy, looks for laxatives.
Murders
and
the
is-
pharmacist.
Well, he
Ingests
doesn't-
a lethal
doesn't.
amount of laxatives.
yeah, lethal.
He takes
He
an
would've pooped his
entire
guts out.
jar of laxatives, literally.
Now, and he doesn't kill the pharmacist, but he mortally wounds him, so
Oh.
Storm Shadow has to stop and stop the
Because he
bleeding.
knows he's going to help him before.
Yeah, because he's
chasing
taunting him
him.
still. He still
Mhm.
has the thing, and he goes, "Now you have to choose. You can come after me and probably catch me, or you can stop this dude from bleeding out." And so, Storm Shadow's got his hand on the wound. He's looking for bandages.
Mhm.
He's frantic.
Old boy
and-
slowly has the upper hand here, and this
Yeah.
is where the movie pulls
It
out
shifts.
its big hairy balls and says, "Oh, you've seen revenge movies? You ain't
Not
seen
like
a
this, you
revenge movie
haven't."
like this. We're gonna turn the tables And
Again.
the
yeah.
person seeking revenge is now going to get bitten back, and
Hard.
that's why I have a lot of time for this movie, because it does something most revenge movies don't. Most revenge movies are like you guys have both been saying, the cat and mouse all the time, but you don't get this reversal of fortune.
Yeah, it's not like in John Wick
All
they go
like
and kill a second puppy.
3/4 the way through, right?
Right. No,
Right.
this
Yes.
this happens. Pete already said we get this point where he has taken all this laxative and he shits out the tracker. They
It's
are not
disgusting.
shy from it. It's graphic. You might as well watch it come out of him.
Oh, right. You might as well have
but
a
it's-
camera in the toilet
It's the fact
watching
that he
it come out of
smells
the
his
butt.
fingers. That's the part. I'm
Well,
just
you
like,
had to, because you don't want it to go down the drain.
You don't smell your fingers.
don't
before
smell your
you
fingers.
Oh, well.
drain.
It's
You don't.
roses. I smell. You know, my
I
shit
don't know
goes
about
straight-
your bathroom habits, and I'm not here to judge, Pete.
I have
Damn it,
used your
man.
toilet. I have used it.
But yeah, and now he has the tracker. Now he has control. Storm Shadow has a
was-
moment of
Oh,
panic, of like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, you
What
see
do
it
I
on
do?
his
It's like-
face.
That's the other problem.
He goes,
should have
"Oh
known.
fuck, I fucked up. I let
Because
him
the guy's like,
go one time too many."
Yeah.
doesn't he even reveal, like, old boy's like, I know exactly where I'm going to go. And it's
He
like,
goes,
to
Yeah.
the police chief.
yeah, I know where I'm gonna go. He gets rid of the tracker, so Storm
Well,
Shadow's still
yeah.
following it. He throws it in a
decides-
car. Isn't that what it was?
No, he throws it. He beats the shit out of a
Bus
a
driver,
cab
and
driver,
then-
bus driver.
and it sticks it
there
in
was a
his
car
mouth.
involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
After
at
it'd been
this
up his
point,
ass.
Storm Shadow has to go
Good.
back to the
Yes.
Hannibal and go, like, where could he be?
Oh God.
And the guy's like, he starts laughing. He goes, he's going to make your life an ever living hell. And unlike me, before I deal with my victims, he likes to give them pleasure before pain.
Yes.
So if I was you,
Wha-
I'd be really worried. And he starts laughing and laughing. And I love that Storm
Oh
Shadow's
my
like, I
God.
will give you something to laugh about. And
Oh
just
my God,
puts his
this is-
hands into the man's mouth and starts to pull and separate his jaw. And he's like, I'll give you a permanent smile.
And
He
he
gives him the
jokers him.
Joker. He jokers him. And you
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it slowly happen.
You see
Ichi
his
the
lips
Killer's him,
rip
if
apart.
You're familiar
That
with Ichi the
is
Killer.
one of the very small CG moments of you when you see the split lips.
I
start
guess
to
I'd have to
split.
pay
Oh,
attention
okay.
because
I was
Alright.
really watching that one because it's an amazing scene, but it is
It looks
it's
great.
there's practical mixed in it, but they emphasize it
Mhm.
even more because it's the actor laying there. Like Storm Shadow's
Yeah.
hands are in this actor's mouth.
which that's a lot of trust between two actors.
I'm
Yes,
sure.
It is.
Yeah.
Did you wash your hands, Mr. Storm Shadow? Why,
We
of course
just
I
did the shit
Maybe.
scene. Whose hands are clean? Okay. All right. We're not no jokes. All right. Don't do that. And
Don't
the other
worry.
guy's like, don't you fucking bite me again. This is the 5th take, and you've bit
Right.
me 3
And
times.
he's like, "Well, I bit you because you ate a jar of jalapenos,
Jalapenos, and now
and
my
then you
mouth
put
is
your
burning.
your jalapeno fingers into my mouth. What did you expect?
I
Yeah,
have a peanut
beat you to it.
allergy, and you were eating a Reese cup a second ago. Okay,
And that counts."
But yeah, this is entirely brutal. And then we see old boy is making his way to the police chief's house,
Oh my god,
and
this is awful. This is
we
This is
we
where the
witnessed
movie.
the slowest,
Ugh.
drawn out torture
oh my
that
God.
is for everything we've seen in this movie. This is the most.
This is what
Ugh.
drives me nuts. Is like, Storm Shadow should have been smart enough to go, I know where he's going to go.
Obviously know where he's going, but Storm Shadow's still under the assumption this guy doesn't know who he is,
That's very true.
because it's only when Hannibal light bulbed old dude where he's like, oh, and now he's an agent. And this was a highly publicized
Mhm.
missing person girl. So it's like, it's the police chief's daughter. This is her fiance husband. This is the father of the baby she told me about. I know everything because it was in the paper. And this isn't told in the movie. This is the viewer needs to put pieces together. Korean movies don't do a ton of exposition.
That's
It's
good.
it
They
is
don't
good.
They don't think the audience
don't
is dumb like a lot of
spoon-feed you.
American
Exactly.
movies.
Right.
Like,
So
but
you're putting the pieces together, and it's like that's how he knows where to go.
Mhm.
And Storm Shadow has to be like this realization of, oh fuck, he knows who I am. Like, and that's when he's like, because when Hannibal says loved ones, he's like, oh shit, I do love somebody. I still
Mhm.
have people I care about, and immediately beelines over there. But again, they are on the other side of town. You know, they're not close. It takes him a while to get there, and it's long enough for old boy to torture the dad and beat him.
He's taking like a dumbbell and smashing him in the
Yeah.
face
Yeah.
over
That's
and
the
over again.
That's
the
the
CGI.
second
That's
CG.
pretty-
The
Yeah.
big
Okay.
circle of blood
Okay.
that just
over
appears.
his eye.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That was CG, and
It was still quick and good enough that
you're so engrossed. I
Yeah.
caught it on the second going. You know what I mean? Like when I'm watching it the second time, I'm like, oh, the blood isn't like streaming out. It's almost like a pool, but on your face, and I'm like, your blood doesn't do that. But he is beating the piss out of this, and then all of a sudden the doorbell rings, and we have totally forgotten about the other daughter, the younger daughter, who has come home to check on her dad, and the killer's there.
God.
And man, this scene is so well done and so gut wrenching that she's in this foyer of she can tell like something's up.
Well, there's a chair upturned.
There's a chair
she's
upturned.
Like, what's this?
Dad's not answering when she calls, and he should be home. And it draws out where she's just
so it feels like an eternity.
It does.
There's no music. It's quiet.
It's
completely quiet. You
utter
can hear
silence.
her like maybe take a step, and then out of nowhere
She calls for her dad.
Yeah, Appa,
and then boom!
Out of nowhere, she gets tackled by.
It's a good jump scare.
Yeah, it's great.
It's an effective jump scare because
so
he just tackles her,
you're
and then the camera cuts.
Yeah, then that was it.
Yeah,
you don't
that's all you see.
Any of that happen.
You see nothing else from that. And then the police are already there before. That's how far away Storm Shadow was. The police have already gotten there.
Which is what's so annoying. It's like, why? Why would you not?
That was my biggest infuriation with.
It's collateral damage at this point. That
you've done this to yourself and to all the people who love Storm Shadow. Sorry, dude.
You have, and he has to live with that. This is
entirely your fault. You could have ended this cleanly and early without anyone losing their lives, and you didn't.
And the police lieutenant chastises him, basically saying that.
Because
now
he's
put the scenes
your
together.
Fault. You're making my job harder because you haven't finished this. Let us finish this, goddammit.
Yeah.
And he's
either
right.
give him to us. Why didn't you stop this? It's your fault that happened to the police chief and their friends.
A phone call saying, I'm going to turn myself in, because his whole plan was to strike back at Storm Shadow, get his revenge, and then turn himself in. That way he'd be untouchable.
Yeah, he'd
be in prison.
Yeah, which is a cold, calculated move of just I have no remorse for my own life. It really is. It's such a good.
He knows he has nowhere to run as long as he's out there in the world with Storm Shadow.
They kind of sort of know where he is.
Well, Storm Shadow knows where he lives, so he already knows his base is compromised.
So he's just like,
the safest place is prison.
What would be best is if I get caught, and then this guy also suffers some terrible consequences.
But he's just going to get Jeffrey Dahmered in prison.
We don't know the dynamic, though. He maybe has friends.
That could be true. I mean, for all we know, that everyone in prison in South Korea is actual serial killers.
They're all part of the same
way that
cult.
this movie, they all follow the same cult. They all eat other people and high five one another, I guess. And they tell tales around a campfire about that one victim that they got to kill.
But he had no fear of going. And when they set up for him to turn himself over, it's supposed to be like in the middle of the street. The cops are also around in broad daylight. He is in a vehicle he has stolen. He stops the car. He is covered in blood. Has a knife in his.
Doesn't he have the Chiefs coat on? That long trench coat,
something on.
I thought that was from the.
It's
Chief's
the coat
house,
that he took from the chief,
which is kind of a big old.
And he's giving everyone a middle finger, like I am wearing the evidence.
He's got a knife with blood on it.
That way, there is no question with the jury,
right?
Or, at the court, that's like this guy did it.
That's his
And-
confession. They're going to find everything on me.
Mhm.
because the camera cut and we don't get to see what he did to the daughter, it's all right there in front of your face when he takes a step out of that car and he's
Yeah.
covered head to toe in blood. And I mean covered. The knife is covered in blood. And it leaves you to your imagination to picture the horrors. That's like, not only did this police chief lose his first daughter, he lost his own life and he lost his second daughter.
Yeah.
This man caused a complete rampage into this family's life that also Storm Shadow can't do anything about.
Take
And
it
it's
one
his
step.
fault.
Take
It's
it
Storm
one
Shadow's
step
fault.
further. Is the father also lost a future son-in-law?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, not only did now he has no reason to marry into the family, but he also realizes during everything Storm Shadow's been doing, and when he tried to stop him, he's too far gone.
He's too
Yeah.
gone. Yeah, yeah.
So-
he'll
He has
never-
become the monster.
He has
Mhm.
lost, like, so the father has lost everything. And it's painful, especially when you stop and you look back on this. And when you're watching this for the first time, this stuff isn't weighing on your
But
brain.
you're
it's
so
so much
engrossed.
is
I mean,
much
the
is
first
happening.
time watching it, I was like, holy shit, he's turning himself in. Now what?
Yeah,
Like,
where's this
what-
going?
Where does this movie go? Like, I don't want to hit pause. I don't
Oh.
want to see how much time I got left.
Oh, it goes
I
in a
don't
cool
know.
direction.
But I absolutely love that it shows that Storm Shadow is in an SUV, opens his door, backs up, slams his door off a concrete slab, and grabs that motherfucker.
James bonds him into the car.
Yes.
Grabs his knife out of his hand, like, and is speeding off, letting his feet just drag against the pavement.
That
Cops
was a hell of a
yelling at
stunt.
him. Like, it's an action movie scene. Like,
Yeah.
this guy,
for sure.
there's a reason this guy did Last Stand, because this is a hell of an action scene. And I'm there for it. Like, I was like, fuck yes, when
Exactly.
that happened.
That was the fist bump again. Like, there's so much
Yes.
of that where you just feel so good of like, fucking get him.
I-
Fucking get him.
I hated that. I
You
hated this
hated it?
car scene. Hated this car scene.
Oh god.
Because
I
just
love
like
it
the
so
tracker,
much.
just like the tracker where he could hear the voice. I mean, you can certainly track him. Got that. But you can hear him talking. This car scene should have been in Need for Speed or James Bond or any number of other silly action movies. This is a serious, heavy movie, and to have this goofy, ridiculous action scene in the middle of it
didn't
just
even think
took
it was
me
I
out of
don't
it.
view it as that.
I don't
man.
think it was
I-
Took me
goofy at
out,
all.
man.
because
like, it is.
this is one of those things. Like, how do you get him now?
Yeah,
And this is he's
I
an
agree.
he
agent.
has to
he's
scoop him up.
I
trained,
agree. The way that was written, it kind of had to be this way.
because otherwise
I-
he would need an accomplice. He'd need
yeah,
to drive a
yeah.
van,
Yeah,
and okay, fine. You maybe could have put the other guy into it, but Storm Shadow is at least not including anyone in his mission.
And he can't stop either.
No, if
because
he
of all the
stops, the
cops.
cops
I get it.
will probably just be done. So
I get it. We're just going to move on from this because
that's
this is-
fine. But this
Yeah,
was
I
my
get it.
favorite
And
scene.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this
let
is
it
one of my
go,
favorite parts.
just like the
That's
stupid
all.
tracker. But those are the two things that took me out of this movie. Oh, yes, damn it! Everything else was perfect.
But man, it pops back up, and we're in the dude's dungeon. We're back in his lair.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's his lair where he killed his fiance.
yeah. He goes back to his lair because there's a reason why what happens here in a minute happens.
okay, go ahead.
Well, the guillotine's already there that we saw used on the second girl that he assaulted. So Storm Shadow's not going to move his guillotine to a new place.
So the parents. Okay, all right, go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So now we have this talk between the two of them where they lay
What
it all out on the
A
line.
heavy emotional.
Jesus.
It's dude heavy.
We can't do it justice here.
No.
Basically, they lay all their cards out of exactly their like what they've felt, and it's come down to where Storm Shadow's basically like, I underestimated you. And it
Uh-huh.
kind of comes down to where even old boy's like, I underestimated you, but I wasn't expecting you. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
this
you made this fun for me. You know?
right
And old-
now. It's a
old
very
boy goes-
Joker moment.
Yeah, old boy goes through the gamut of emotions. He's like, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
You
that
can't
was
do this
fun,
to me.
but-
I'm too powerful. I'll live forever. Please don't kill me. He goes through all of it. It's astounding.
It's
the
astounding.
range
And
this actor has.
then he does all that, and then he goes back to stone cold, where it's basically like, all that I just did, that was an act.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do to me.
You can never instill fear into me like
Yeah.
I did to you. Like
There is
he was just
you have
like,
nothing. No, you have no power over me.
Oh,
you have
period.
no power here.
Basically, it's a very,
Yeah.
Gandalf the Grey
Yeah.
and, the king, but it's a very, and the whole thing is when he's doing this, Storm Shadow for the most part's just staring at him. He's not showing a whole lot of
Stoic.
emotion.
Stone cold.
Very stoic.
He's such a good stare in this whole
And
movie,
it's a
too, though.
different, like when old boy goes cold and non-emotion, it's different than Storm Shadow's stoic and no emotion. But it's like he's calculating and he's looking at him and he goes, it's almost like I hear what you're saying, but you have no idea what I'm getting ready to do to you. Like, you can say all this, grandstand all you want, but I have the ultimate way to get to you now, and you have no idea what I'm going to do. And to the point where he's strapped down to this guillotine and basically says that to him. He's just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. And the camera cuts and we see Storm Shadow shutting the door to the dungeon. What we don't see him do is put a rope in
Set the
old boy's
contraption
mouth,
up, yeah.
which we see as a contraption. It's attached to the door handle, which is attached to the guillotine blade above his head. So it's like if he lets go of that, boom, it drops. If the door opens, boom, it drops. Okay. Weird that Storm Shadow would walk away. But he walks away and puts the earbuds back in, which he can still hear him. He has more than likely
the tracker back.
He brought a tracker back. He probably had another one. I mean, I'm sure there's more than one, but he brought a tracker back because he wants to hear everything that gets ready to happen. And as he walks out of the dude's house, a taxi pulls up and people get out and walk towards the house. And we are realized at this moment that Storm Shadow has called the mother, the father, and the son to come, and I'm guessing he portrayed himself as either old boy or your son needs you. He
wants to make up or something.
He's
He
used
wants to make up or-
deception to get
He
them
has.
there.
And I'm
whatever
thinking,
he said or whatever he did
Whatever he
was
said.
enough to convince them of like,
The
here's
fa-
the address, here's where he's at.
I think it comes across as he told them that he's in trouble because they come in worried. Like, they're not a close family, but they're still family.
They were anxious to get in, yes.
Because you have to think, for a man as nonchalant about killing people, he has not killed his own family. That says something. Like, he has allowed them to live and
That's
exist.
interesting.
He has not ever lashed out against his family as far as killing. So that's one thing that I feel like Storm Shadow kind of keyed in on. And that's why he called them there. So the family goes in. Old boy can't talk, but he can mumble everything he's trying to shout, like, don't open the door, don't do it. And they're all trying to open this door and they're fighting against the rope. So it's this tug of war of old boy's trying to stop them. They're trying to save him. They don't know from what, but they just know he's in trouble.
They can just hear his voice,
right,
and the trembling in his voice, and he
and
is biting onto this rope, and you see the rope fraying at his teeth.
He's got like the last few pieces. And what I love this part was his dad is the first one to grab the door and he yells and he's like, fuck off, Dad. You hear him say it through his teeth, like, fuck off, Dad. Don't touch that door. And then he hears his mom and he goes, Mom?
Yeah.
Muffled. There was a change in tone in his voice.
You could tell that he did not want his mom to see who he truly is.
That right there was key. They are able to wrench the door open, which pulls the rope, and I mean that guillotine comes down with the most thuddiest
so heavy.
thud. It is glory, and we watch that head roll across the floor.
It's the amount of
to
blood
his family
that just pours out, not Kill Bill style. I mean, it just like if I were to spill my drink on the table right now,
it just dumps out.
Yeah.
It just dumps out. And the parents are just frantic. The mother's reaching for the head. This is a moment in this movie
Oh God, that's right.
that upon watching it the second time, I went, this is way more thought out than I was expecting. Storm Shadow made him experience what they experienced when they found his fiance's head at the river.
Yep.
Because when that head falls out of that box and the dad reacts and Storm Shadow sees it,
Oh,
that
nice. I didn't
that
think about this. Yeah.
intense emotion, not that the killer got to experience that, but he knew that's what the family was going to
He
experience.
knew also that like this killer gets to finally feel what all of his victims have felt.
All
'Cause
of them,
there's
including
nothing
him.
he can do
Yeah.
to save himself in this situation.
Right. You
And
are
then
helpless.
The fact that like your mom is about to find your corpse at the same time, like,
Mhm.
and in a very brutal way. I don't think he knew the kid was going to be there, and it is like a lot of trauma to dump onto that kid watching
This
his
is
own dad's
again
head get
Kid's
cut off.
already
where
needs therapy, sadly.
well,
Yeah.
this is also
Well, that's how
where
the
we
kid grows up to be a serial killer, like they all do in South Korea.
I
Apparently.
saw
Right.
The Devil 2
But-
is next.
Yeah, and it's
Because-
actually a sequel, and it collides with Kill Bill 3, where the little girl
Oh
from
God.
part 1.
I have to
watches
give all
Beatrice.
props. Hydraberg made that joke in their episode, so I'm not
Did he
stealing that.
really?
Yeah, he totally made.
I saw The Devil 2.
They did the whole-
Aw.
I saw The Devil 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Damn it!
That's
Well done,
so I don't want to feel like we took anything from
I
that. It was
didn't
all
revisit
preps.
the episode, so
I didn't have time to listen
I-
to it.
I
good
did.
job, Hydraberg. Good
I
job.
did.
Well done,
But
sir.
that
Damn it.
this is also where, because now is when Storm Shadow is allowed to feel emotion. It's done. Like he breaks down. He is bawling. He's crying.
He's crying. He's putting his
Everything
hands
has
into his face. Like
it's his. Now,
he's come to
I
a conclusion
love-
and he's emotionally
Yeah.
wrecked.
Now, and the movie's done at this point, but Pete brought up something that I hadn't really thought about, and honestly could still very well be happening in this, is where you're like, he goes on this mission and he doesn't care if he lives or dies when he's done. There's still a moment where he has done all of this and caused all of this trauma
and how
and
he
chaos,
has to live with it.
and he has to live with it. Whether or not he will is left up in the open. There is something about this movie where people are like, well, this guy's just as bad. And I'm like, yeah,
I disagree.
well, that is the point. And I actually read one of the interviews with the director where he goes, that's exactly what this is. He goes, it's how far into the filth will you go? And do you actually end up being what you're trying to destroy? You can't kill the devil without becoming a devil yourself.
Right.
And there's going to be repercussions. And it's also very kind of poignant with the title being called I Saw the Devil. There's never a moment where someone says it in the movie, but now it's like, who saw the devil?
Who was looking at who?
Right.
Were they looking at each other?
Was Storm Shadow looking at Old Boy and seeing a
Right.
devil? Yes. But was Old Boy looking at Storm Shadow and
And
seeing the
seeing
devil?
A
His
reflection
own
of-
devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So is a lot of this kind of, I can't think of the right word, but the director
The
had all this
symbolism. I
symbolism.
believe the word
Thank
you're
you.
looking for is the symbolism.
Symbolism.
I'll
But
take
no,
a coffee now.
That was the director's intent, was he wanted to show how nasty you would have to be if you did go down this path. Is, of course, your hands are going to get
You're
dirty.
going to hit a point of no return.
You're going to
Oh.
cause collateral damage. As much as we're going to bitch about it, because
And that's
in
the
an
thing,
action movie,
like,
it's planned, but this guy's not planned. He goes, "Oh fuck, I didn't think of that." That's
and he did
basically
it
Storm
by
Shadow.
himself, and that's
Yeah.
why I like it's a very human response to all these. Where yes, we could watch it and go, "Well, duh, dude, you should have stayed 20 feet away from him the whole time," but he admits it at the very end. He goes, "I underestimated you," and
Right.
he has to now live with that
He-
guilt
His
of
mistakes.
not realizing
Yeah.
the mistakes he made cost more hurt into this world when
Yes.
he was just only trying to hurt this man.
His
My
his mistakes.
ahead.
He's got to live with his mistakes, and
That's
I
powerful.
don't know. I genuinely don't know how he can live with what he's
knowing
done.
that. Yeah.
That's where I think where you said that earlier, I was like, oh shit, I never even thought about that, because
like-
I was like, that could very well be exactly, at this, because he's lost everyone. Like
He's
there's
lost everyone.
we're not
He's-
shown
he's
his
lost
side
his
of the family
job.
either.
No,
He's
for all
lost
we
his
know, he doesn't
humanity.
have any
He's
other.
probably lost his freedom
Absolutely.
once they catch up to him. His life is over. After
And I think
all of
it's
this.
it's that moment at the end, which Nate, you were even saying, like, did he even know the kid was there? I actually think he does. I think it all had to be there.
Personally, I would
because-
hope the kid was there. I would hope that
Yeah.
But it's also showing us that he is losing his emotion towards other people and stuff.
That's
It's
what
like,
I
no,
love.
I don't give a shit about your kids' feelings. It's about what you're going to experience
Yep.
knowing your kids over there.
And
So he has become the devil.
but I love
kill
seeing
it.
this character arc that the character we had from the very beginning of the movie is on the phone with his fiance. He goes to another room to sing her a little song.
Sings to her. Man.
you
Yes.
know,
Oh, he's
he
a
sings
sweetie.
to her. Then someone interrupts it. And he's like, "Oh, well, all right. Well, just wait on the tow truck, and
Yeah.
I'll be there."
What guys do? It's
I'll
like,
be
oh,
there
don't embarrass
shortly.
me in front of the
Oh,
dudes.
I wasn't
Yeah.
being nice to my wife.
Dinner better be on the table when I get home.
Take your pants off.
Rabble, rabble, rabble. Stocks. And then we see him go into, getting to kick this guy's ass, feeling confident, slowly losing the confidence that now he is being best at this game, to where he ends at being able to, meet this devil that he has become. It's powerful.
He had.
I-
It's like he had to meet him on level ground by the
He
end
had to
of the
get on
movie.
his terms
Yeah.
in order to finish him off.
He had to go to his level.
Now, I do think it'd
in
be a
order to
very
do it.
awkward car drive after, old boy quit resisting. He's just being dragged the whole time to the place. He's just like, all right, you got me.
Oh, Warner.
No. Because I just picture,
Idiots.
Storm Shadow, punching him the whole time while trying to drive, with
Smacking him.
his knees. Yeah, no.
Smacking him on the head. Shut.
bad
Can we
old boy.
stop? I'm hungry. I just had diarrhea. I'm starving. Can we
You
please?
should have thought about that before you ate all those laxatives. Bad old boy.
Whatever.
I'm not
eat
getting you
isn't
a
gonna
Mountain
stay in
Dew.
you very long anyway.
Yeah.
The criticism with the violence in this movie, I think it justifies itself.
No, I don't. There's criticism with the violence because this is a revenge movie. I don't think with a real revenge movie there is a cap on the violence.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
I've seen a lot of revenge movies, and they're not supposed to be nice or friendly
no.
or
I mean,
fun.
Look, how many people does the Punisher kill?
exactly.
Right?
Look at Warzone. How many? He
Re-
kills so many
Revenge
people.
movies are supposed to be awful and horrible, and
And
it's
Yes.
the worst
This
of
does
mankind.
an excellent job of keeping it 1v1.
So-
it keeps it to where it's 1 versus 1, where instead of a typical action movie would be, he's going to kill all of Old Boy's henchmen on the
Mm.
way to get to him. And that's not what we get here.
And the henchmen don't. There's no collateral damage
But
with
then
the henchmen.
the criticism
Where
is
In this movie, the collateral damage is personal and
Our people.
Man.
Our real collateral
real
damage.
people who are close to you, and
Or not
Oh,
close to you. That
that's
poor
what makes
girl
the
in the
stakes
hospital.
feel-
I
Or
mean, yeah.
the stakes
It's-
feel real.
they
That- and
do
that's
feel
just
real.
it.
Wait,
Right.
This is
If
exactly
you're killing
where
a bunch of henchmen, no one gives a shit because they're henchmen. They're
This
they're
is-
NPCs.
you're just having fun.
Right. They're just right. You're just having fun.
Well, and there you go, right there. That kind of was what I was getting ready to say. Goes right into what Pete was saying. Is this movie entertaining? I don't think it was ever made to be entertaining.
No.
It's telling
I
a
think
but
this
it
story.
was
certainly
to
told a story.
challenge
Yes.
you.
and I certainly enjoyed
Yes.
it.
Yes.
But I'm not
That's
sure I was
different.
entertained. Yeah.
I don't want to ever say this was
For me, it's
entertaining.
just the people that go I just don't see anyone going to this lengths, and it's like, no,
Mm,
I
I think-
totally see.
I think there's
a
way
person
more
we,
doing
we
this,
people than you
see
think.
a
There's
lot
more-
of violence
exactly.
in this country for no good reason. I think this isn't too far.
It's not. This is
Sadly.
happening.
This is violence with a purpose.
I mean,
like-
the serial killer part of this isn't as far. This wasn't supernatural. This wasn't Michael Myers
Mhm,
going around
mhm.
killing people. This is truly people killing people,
If there is one
you
thing
know,
I can
and
guarantee,
that's terror.
Yeah, that's hard for me to watch.
If-
Anyway.
if someone had a kid and they had the chance to get John Wayne Gacy back for what he did to their boy, they would do this in a heartbeat.
Every
if you had that
parent
one
Yeah.
moment to where it's
of a
like, I can
child.
get this fucker. Like, we've all seen the
Yeah.
video of the guy in the courtroom. Like, let me just have 5 minutes alone with him. Your
Oh,
Honor.
I'm jumping
me
over
have
benches like that.
5
dude.
minutes alone with him.
Yeah,
Like,
I would not be allowed in that courtroom.
that
No.
type of powers where it's like, if you were to put this into a real world scenario of like a Ted Bundy victim and a surviving member had a chance, just a chance to get a hold of Ted Bundy and fucking wring his neck, they would in a heartbeat.
If I'm the cop that's trying to stop the father from jumping over, my grip's gonna loosen.
Oh.
Like, oops, I missed him.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
stop.
I dealt with temporary blindness, Your Honor, and it affects me
I
sometimes.
slipped
where
on a banana peel.
Your Honor, he shit himself. I wasn't gonna grab that.
I
That's
could have
not what's
sworn
happening.
I smelled
Yes.
poop.
That's how you do that. You shit yourself
See,
before you
I'm telling you,
lunge at the asshole.
Honestly,
it's
pooping
the
yourself
ultimate.
gets
Forget
you out
pepper
of everything.
spray.
It's the
Shit,
get out of free jail card in Monopoly.
shit yourself.
Shit your britches.
So this episode deservingly has gone over a little longer than normal, and I hope you
This
guys
is a
are.
long one.
I hate that we had to walk through it because we suck at that.
We do.
No,
Honestly,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
we
we
suck
sucked
at
this
this.
time.
I don't
This is
know. I
great.
feel like we always are stumbling. But
No,
take
we
a
don't
shot every
stumble.
time we say Storm Shadow. You're guaranteed to be dead by the end of this episode.
You're dead. You're as dead as old boy. You're gonna wish your head was cut off.
Yeah.
After that.
Ah,
So I don't know. We had such a great discussion. I don't really feel like playing the silliness of what we do. There's quite a few deaths in here. And I think we've kind of showcased the violence that we did enjoy. Dude getting his face pulled apart.
Guy getting his balls hammered in.
The
Oh,
ball
geez.
hammering, honestly, is one of the best.
I mean, if
things
we
in
were
a
to
movie.
pick,
Enjoyed
know,
that. It was satisfying. I'm not sure if I.
If you pick
enjoyed
Boo
it.
Boo of the Week, it's
Yeah.
Ball Smasher.
Ball
Yeah,
Smasher
kinda.
5000.
Yeah, because it's
Turns
a monkey
out it's a monkey wrench.
Exactly. So I think we should just jump right into rating this and
then trash opinions.
then we'll do trash.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back. Whew.
All right. I want Charlie to go last. So
Go last.
I'm going to have Pete go first.
Okay. I feel like since we've covered this film now, I have some opportunity to introduce you guys to some movies that were on my I don't think we should cover this to okay, so as long as I preface the film, I think we can do it now. Is that fair? Like, I've always wanted to do female prisoner, 701 Scorpion or something like, or Scorpion number 701. It's a women in prison movie, and it's not easy to watch, but it's really good.
I think it has. I mean, realize the reason we brought this on is because of how we've all reacted to seeing it without really knowing we were going to be bringing it on to the show.
Yeah.
So if it's got still some fun to it, I mean, I don't mind exploitation movies.
Female Prisoner 701 has no fun to it.
Well,
But
what
I
I'll
didn't
say,
think this movie had any fun to it.
I got an
either.
idea. You just make a cut above cover, female prison 701, blah, 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 whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then Charlie listens to the episode and he goes, you know what? I'll watch the movie finally.
Okay.
Then Charlie watches the movie. Then
There's
he
a whole
texts me.
process.
Then he
I'll-
texts me, and then I go, you
I'll
know
get
what? We have a free month in May. And
I'll
then
get a hold of
then
Hydraberg
he tells me, yeah,
and
we'll
say,
do it.
Hey, like, cover this one because they're not scheduled out through the year. Also,
Pete, I do feel like this does open some doors for
but
you
I
on
feel
what
like
you
this
can
opens
Yeah.
some interesting doors. As long as we preface it with the warning that we did for this one.
bring. Yes,
and
we
I
have to
don't
be
want them
prepared. Yeah,
to be exploitative, and too exploitative. Excuse me.
to exploit.
Well, it's not like we could
certainly
just
don't want
do-
them to be just straight up snuff films,
Yeah.
whether they're real or
I mean, I
homage
thought
film.
Give Me Back My Snuff Films was the next podcast we were launching.
No,
No, are you sure? Because then we could
you-
cover like 8
I
millimeter
tell
as
you what,
well.
Nate, you start that, and then you can ask me on as a guest, and I will or will.
I'll
not.
ask you on as a guest every other
join you.
week when we do Give Me Back My Snuff Film, Prisoner 702,
Give me
whatever
back mine
Japanese
is
thing.
trademarked, and I don't want to take you
Yeah.
to court for that. Like, you can't do that. No.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
I'm
do it.
wanting the snuff films back.
The only real problem I had with this movie was, and I don't want to. It's really nitpicking. So it's the stupid tracker where you could hear his voice. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. That's
There could have been a better way to
Eh,
convey that
but I don't know.
storytelling,
I don't know.
but I don't
how-
know what.
I don't know what it would have been, but yes. And then the car spinning and him catching the baddie in the car.
Don't listen to him,
I-
audience. That
Yeah,
part's
no.
For
fucking
whatever
awesome.
reason, those two, I can suspend my belief in a movie pretty strongly, but but when a film is so entrenched in reality, I think that like a lot of the fight scenes were very real. The horror is very real. Like all this could happen. Nothing is supernatural, like you said, Nate. There's nothing ghostly about this. There's no Michael Meyer or Jason Voorhees about this. It's real people making their way in the world today. Takes
Making my
everything
way
you got,
downtown.
making my way. Oh yeah.
And
Anyway,
I miss you, and I need you.
We were doing
Uh,
Cheers.
Oh, I was doing that Michelle
that's what I
Branch
was
song.
doing, Charlie.
I-
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I knew where you were going,
No,
Pete.
I
We were doing
thought we were-
Cheers.
to know
I thought we were
Cheers.
doing the song from the White Chicks.
No.
No,
You know,
we weren't doing.
I thought we were
Making my
doing
way downtown, walking
Fucking
No, I
fast.
don't know that one.
Yeah.
Terry Crews.
This
We
this
know the part.
movie, This movie is. I caution anyone to watch this movie because it's rough. It's a 9. This is a 9. I find
I
this
thought
movie.
you were gonna be lower, honestly.
I find this movie very. This is a very, very good movie. It's very well done. It's amazingly acted. The special effects in it are astounding. The story is hard, but it works. Everything works. There's no. I don't see any real holes in the story at all. But I caution viewers to watch this because it's rough, man.
Yeah, if you actually listen to us and didn't go watch it, and now for some reason you want to,
yeah,
be ready. We glazed over a lot.
it's
Like
We did.
it's a lot to take in.
it's not a fun movie. Period.
No, your
It's-
score is
it's-
not indicative of your entertainment value.
Right.
It's a score of the movie.
Right.
This is probably the most critical score you
this is
could
a-
give it. Is
This is a 9. This is a hard 9. It is a cautionary recommend, which is weird.
no certain
Um,
types of people don't need to
Yeah,
watch this.
I-
If
you
you're
just don't
sensitive
need
to it, you don't
watch
watch it.
this.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair.
There you go, Nate.
All right. Myself, I'm right there with you. It's easily a 9. My complaints are a little like, yes, the tracker is weird. The only other complaint I've got, it glosses over the sister's death so fast
Yeah,
that
it really
that
did,
is
didn't
kind
it?
of a bit where it's just like, man, like
I think they were trying.
there's
to wrap up the
emotional
movie,
impact
too.
there, but you're getting so close to the end that I feel like it was just like, But
Chop,
I'll be
chop.
honest, I enjoy being in this world. If this movie would have been 5 minutes longer, I would have not mind whatsoever.
Fair. As long as it
Man.
is 5 extra minutes.
There's
would
nothing
not
that
have
I
been
would
bad.
technically cut because, like,
No.
there's a lot of very slow shots in this, but those slow shots are there for a reason to make such an impact. Like old boy just grabbing the sai and how long the camera holds onto the sai for just a minute because you see this very primitive farming weapon that he's about to use.
Yeah, because they're in a greenhouse, so there's a purpose
Mhm.
for it to
'Cause
be
there's
there.
Yes.
purpose
Yeah.
for it to be there. Right?
How slowly
It's
you don't
not a
have to
bathroom axe or a van axe or
Well, some
well,
people aren't
you
as
might
prepared as
have
me.
a van mace,
a bedroom axe. Ooh.
machete that might be somewhere in the house, but you don't quite remember where you put your machete.
It's my sexy axe.
The shot of the
well,
body
that's not
being
an
dragged
axe.
in the snow does not need to go on as long as it does, but it has to make the impact of how
Right.
vicious this person is.
Yeah.
So like I would not shave anything from this movie. It flies by for me. Like watching it last night and showing it to Fawn for the first time and just like I'm like, man, this movie's just
It's the
moving.
fastest 2.5
It is-
hours I've ever watched.
Yeah. And when it was over, I mean, it's exactly like the type of reaction you should have where like our jaws are just on the ground.
Exhausted.
You're silent and you're just like staring at the screen.
Hmm.
And that's why like it's easily a 9 for me. Like what the Korean filmmakers are able to do with the medium of storytelling and film is really powerful. I want to own this, but I've been holding off for a 4K release. I'm really hoping
Yeah.
eventually it gets a 4K because
4K
God, I
with
need
all
that.
sorts of goodies on it.
The frustrating thing though, last night when watching it, and this is my own dumbass fault, I was like, why is some of this audio seem so like silent in parts? I found out today that my subwoofer was accidentally unplugged at some point because I was listening to music today. And I was like, where the hell is my bass at? And then went over and saw that it was unplugged. I went, well, that explains a lot. That probably would have made this movie a little bit better.
So we don't have to send $1 for you to get a new subwoofer for your sound
No, you
system.
don't. But I am still taking donations for a Highlander 10th anniversary leather jacket
No.
and or denim
No.
jacket.
No.
I'm just going to create a cameo. I'll give you love advice. I'll give you job advice.
There you go.
Whatever advice. Charlie, what about you?
Oh, am I starting a cameo? I
Yeah.
hadn't thought about
You want
it,
to start a
but-
cameo with me? And then, like, people can pay, I don't know, $1, say,
Just say-
Stop
hypothetically.
it.
And
Off
we'll
the top of my
give
head,
them,
$1.
Hey,
No
at that point, I'm
solicitations.
fucking with my own tax bracket, all right?
So
The
before
code
I
is $40. You got big,
it's 80.
big boy money.
No, I got an offer from eBay that the guy was willing to go to 43.
Why have you not paid that then?
It was a 24-hour thing only. And I went, ooh, because it was real close. But I'm
Oh,
like,
for heaven's
be
sake.
patience around the corner.
Oh, you dumbass.
I know, but
You
I was
should have
dying.
said, I would
I
have
was
bought it for
dying
you.
that I got
I
an
would
email
have
going.
bought it for you if you just messaged me at $40. Jesus.
$43.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You could come up with the 3, sir. All right.
He
If I
gave
say-
me $2, but then I
did not
used it.
Look, no. Oh, you son of a bitch. I told you, I gave you $1 for that fucking jacket and a second $1 for your silence, and you just broke that promise, you son of a bitch.
Well, I never made
I'm
a promise.
coming
I
to
just
your
got
house.
$2
God damn
out
it,
of you.
take it. I want both of those dollars back.
He's
You'll
too
never get
much
those
richer
dollars back.
now.
Yeah.
You
Son
ready
of a-
for
Charlie,
me
what's
to-
your score?
You ready for me to
Yeah,
rate this yet?
you better avert your.
I do want to say one thing though. I was in my research. So this movie it got made, but it almost didn't get released.
Yeah. Apparently, it got a little too violent.
It got too violent. They
Korea
requested a
did
lot
not
to
like
be
it.
to
Didn't
be
it
cut,
get like 12 revisions or something? Edits?
something like that. So
Yeah.
their cut is not the cut we got. We got the actual all of the violence added back into it. But
Yeah, I watched the unrated. Yeah.
the Korean cut's longer.
Huh?
So this movie is like 3+ hours long.
Holy shit.
Yeah. If
But
you
the
add
Korean-
all the
The
violence
Korean version is 3 hours plus.
without the
the
violence.
Jesus God.
They cut what they were calling fluff in the article. They cut a lot of that for our release. So a lot of what I think maybe we don't have answers for, there probably are answers. And what Nate just said, man, this movie needed to be like 5 more minutes. Good news, it's like 35 more minutes.
And hopefully, like, if they do a 4K, you
Maybe
would
we
get
get all versions.
all the releases. Like, if
Um,
Vinegar Syndrome or something were to pick it up. So
because
I'm hopeful.
I say that because watching it last night, I was more aware of how long the movie was. Granted, we do watch these late at night, and sometimes you're just fucking tired. I was still enjoying the movie. Jackie enjoyed the movie, but she was like, Jesus, is it time to go to bed yet? Like, do we have to finish this tomorrow? And I was like, well, we're close. We're almost there. First time I watched this, though, it could have been 2:00 in the morning. You couldn't
Mhm.
have tore me
Oh
away
yeah,
from the
this
television.
is a movie I would have never been able to pry myself away
No,
from.
I
the
was
first time.
locked in.
Especially the very first time that Storm Shadow meets Old Boy. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just like, wait. How's he already there? Like, the movie is gonna
It
end.
subverts every expectation you have of every movie.
And then once you realize the warpath he's on, it's like, fuck yeah, I'm on
The
his
balls
side.
on this movie.
Kick
to
this
do what
dude's
it does.
ass.
yeah,
If anything, he should have just tied him up, beat the shit out of him, let him pass out, and then let him wake up, beat the shit out of him, keep him stationary.
Yeah, but
That would have been a weird movie.
a sense of freedom adds another layer to the
It
punishment.
does.
So this is a fantastic movie. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again because it's a
It's-
very heavy movie.
It's not something you put in the background. when
And
you're
yeah, again, Pete, you
cooking,
nailed
making
it.
dinner
Like,
or something.
I'm not
yeah.
going to watch it for its entertainment value.
Ah,
It's not something I just want on the
For
background.
me, this was the perfect opportunity just to show it. You know,
Yeah.
Right, showing people, like, I watched it
Yeah.
with Jackie, so I probably could have done this without watching it a second time. That's how impactful this movie was for me. I pretty much knew everything. I kind of wish I'd have watched the subtitled last night, but I did watch the dubbed, and to me, it might have been even that where I'm just like, I'm so tired of this dub. Shut
Yeah.
up. Like,
Trust
it's
me,
so
just
bad.
the dub from the beginning when I accidentally had it on, I went, "Ooh, this is pretty rough."
Oh,
It was rough.
They're not even
it's
trying.
So bad. And the dialogue does not. So if you watch it dubbed, but you still have the subtitles on, the subtitles are for the Korean edit. So what they're saying in the dub does not line up perfectly
That's
with what
even
they're
more
saying.
frustrating.
Always. Yeah.
It's so jarring.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I asked Jackie,
annoying.
I was like, "You want me to turn that off?" She's like, "It's fine. We'll deal with it."
I can't do it. Once it
I-
quits matching, my brain goes, "What are you doing?"
It's
Turn-
it's
turn
the
one or the other off.
the Hammer Dracula movie all over again. What's happening? There's dialogue we can't hear. There's another
Yeah.
room. It's a 9. I'm standing up there with you guys. This
Yeah.
is not a movie I was entertained by, but it was a movie I enjoyed. It's a compelling story. This movie is exactly what I talk about with people when they ask me why action and horror on the podcast. I'm like, because they're damn near the same thing. Change a little bit of tone, change a little bit of pacing, throw some more bullets in it. This movie could easily be adapted to an action movie. Like,
Oh yeah,
Had you
so
picked this as an
easily.
action film, I would have
This-
been like, okay.
this could have fit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I could have probably thrown this in at Halloween where I've been like, it's a little horror action-y. I'm going to throw it in. That, to me, and it's why this guy was able to go do Last Stand. Old Boy is a phenomenal movie. If nothing else, this made me want to go watch Old Boy again because I haven't
Mhm.
seen that movie in a very long time.
Old Boy's a little more fucked up than this one is.
It's a
if
little
you
more
can believe
fucked
it.
up, but it actually has a little bit more action to it too. So Old Boy has a lot of
Oh,
action
yeah.
sequences as
Uh,
well.
Old Boy is more of an action film than this movie is.
It has it's famous for the one
that,
cut.
That
uh,
one
hallway
cut
fight.
in the
Hallway
hallway
scene, but-
Yeah.
is
I need to watch Old Boy again. I think my
it's
expectations were
it's
too high for it.
artwork. It's so
And
good.
honestly, watch the Spike Lee one with Josh Brolin. I still
Really?
think that was a
I
really
like the
good
Spike
remake.
Lee one.
It's
Really?
really good.
Yeah,
It's just
it's a
it's,
All
Spike Lee
right.
movie.
It's
the
a
guy knows how to
different-
make a movie.
Spike Lee
right,
knows how to
and
make a movie.
they adapted a little bit more, so it's not like a cultural appropriation kind of thing. It's
right.
it works, and Josh Brolin is fucking amazing in
Yes.
damn near everything
True.
he does. Old Country for No Men. I love that movie, and it's one like you said,
Very
Nate.
much.
I don't know when I'd ever be able to bring it on the podcast. It doesn't really fit. It's
Yeah, I know.
not really.
But I have
action,
been
it's
looking for an
not
excuse to
horror.
watch No Country for Old Men again.
I love.
I
that
started
movie.
listening to the audiobook a couple
Oh,
weeks ago, and I was just like, man, I really want to watch this again. I need an excuse.
There's times I just literally have popped it in just because I'm like, man, I
So
want to
good.
listen to some really good dialogue in a movie that just keeps me engrossed.
Dialogue, the accents of acting.
Yeah, it's
You're a
it's
lucky
very
man.
great. Oh, God. Heads or tails.
Heads or
Um,
tails.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm
we're
making him
doing-
Sean Connery.
I was gonna
but
say he's not
not.
Sean
That.
Connery.
Heads or tails on the rock.
I got one I got to put this in one last thing.
Hmm.
When Storm Shadow is walking away from the guillotine
Mhm.
and he starts crying, I think that they're trying to get us to feel sad for him, for the audience to go, oh, I have sympathy for this guy. And
The
yet-
killer or Storm Shadow?
Storm Shadow, because he
Have
starts
sympathy
bawling
for.
as he's walking away from the
Yeah.
guillotine. He starts bawling because the weight of the world is off of his shoulders. He is able to be human again. He's no longer on a mission. He doesn't have a singular purpose in life. And all of a sudden, everything comes crashing down and he breaks down emotionally.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Really?
I don't care what this guy feels because of the horror that he has unleashed on the world. He has killed so many people. It's not. I guess it's not.
Storm
that
Shadow
many
or
people.
Old Boy? You got me confused.
Storm
You
Shadow.
got me too. Storm
Shadow
did
for
get so
letting
many
Old
people
Boy
killed.
live. So many people suffered and died.
Two
people that he
Two
loved.
people did.
Two
Two
people
bad
died.
people did die though, so that kind of helped
Yeah.
out.
But his,
That's two
his
less evil people.
emotional outburst at the end, I didn't have time for because you did this to
Really?
yourself.
No,
You
I
listen to
really
yourself.
No, I took it
disagree.
totally
Yeah,
different.
Totally
Like,
different.
it's the-
the pharmacist got killed. There was
No, he didn't die. He saved him.
Well, we
It's
don't
not
even know
confirmed.
about that.
He saves the cannibal dude. He rips his face open, but he's still in the hospital.
Yeah, right.
The
But
nurse
anything-
is still
yeah,
alive.
He
At
helped
the
get
end
the
of this
cannibal
movie,
and
I
the
had-
cannibal's girlfriend captured.
I had zero sympathy for Storm Shadow.
No, I had all
Wow,
the
no,
sympathy
I
for
was
Storm
totally
Shadow.
every bit of
was
it.
on his
because
board,
it was
but-
It
his
was-
fault that all this shit happened.
Well,
he could
not
have-
fully. It was still
Yes, it
Old Boy.
was.
Well,
He
still
could have-
Old Boy perpetrating it.
He could have
He is
stopped Old Boy
control.
at the beginning.
He could have, and that
could've.
kind of is him.
Had
What
he
comes
done
from
that,
would have
The
taken
chief
away.
and his other daughter would have been alive.
But it's a realization. One, it's since the funeral, the first time he's been able to grieve. But it's not even really about that he lost his, fiance. It's the realization of what he had to do and endure. It was a breakdown.
Yeah,
Yes.
like all this
Yes.
emotion of what he's been trying,
And I
all
don't
those
have
scenes
sympathy for him. 'cause
Oh,
he
I
didn't
had
have to
all
do
of the
that.
sympathy for him.
where he has
all
had
of
to
it.
stay cool.
I love this.
He has
I
been
love this.
stoic. He has had to keep back all those emotions throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is stern
Yep.
badass, and he can
Yep.
finally let go.
Except he could have prevented all of it.
But
But he-
that's the realization he has to come to after everything has
Yeah.
happened.
No,
though.
I'm fully on his side. He did
I love
nothing
it.
wrong
I
in
love
my
it.
eyes.
I love it. I'm done.
He
No,
messed up, but he
I
did
love it.
nothing wrong.
he made mistakes, and he realized
it.
the mistakes he made. He was
get
not
it.
expecting the dad to die or anything. But I do have sympathy for him because he has now. It's the realization that he's lost his humanity.
He's done.
He knows
his
it.
life is
And
over.
That's
Yep.
exactly why I was saying where you talked about, does he even care if he lives during the mission? I
Mhm.
think it's this moment that he probably doesn't care if he lives. And he has
There's
come to
probably
this
a moment
moment.
where he's just like, "Why couldn't I be the one that died in the middle of this mission?"
Well, he's always felt guilty because he even says, he goes, I wasn't there to protect her when
Wasn't
he's
there to
talking to the
protect her, yeah.
dad.
Well, the dad's
Because-
like, "I was a police detective for 30 years.
I couldn't save my
and
own
I
daughter.
couldn't save my own." Like,
And Storm Shadow's like, because it was at the funeral or something where he's like talking. He goes, I was always late. I was never
Was
there
never
on
quite there.
time.
Mhm.
And honestly, that kind of lays into, there's times he's late. There's times he's
But
not on
that's
time
also
in
for,
this
like,
movie.
any guy that works, one of the hardest parts is like, we put in hours, and sometimes you're just a couple minutes late. when you don't
There's
wanna be,
sacrifices, dude. When
that
that's
you're
real
not
life.
Trying to, and you're just like,
When you
I
work a
gotta
job
be
like
here
that,
for right
it's
now
not
because
always 9 to 5. It's
Yeah.
rarely 9 to 5.
And there's
Anyway.
sacrifices in anything. Yeah, we're
Okay.
old boy, or we're not old boy, but we are I Saw the Devil timeline running right now. And this is a fantastic conversation.
Right.
No,
Right.
Trust
I'm
me, I
done,
could
though.
possibly just throw this episode
yeah.
up.
I mean, up
Like, there's
until
not
Pete
really
was
anything to-
like, "Ooh, I don't trust this guy. I don't believe in him." I don't
Eat
give
shit,
him
Nate.
Like,
sympathy."
I'm sitting there thinking he got names mixed up, which is
I do
common with
too.
him.
He's like, he got
No,
so many
no, I
people
knew
killed.
exactly
I'm
what I
He
like,
was
killed so many people. I'm like, yeah, old boy did.
yeah, old boy
Old
did.
boy killed a lot
Storm
of people.
Shadow. The only thing he did was beat
Old boy.
ass.
Old Boy killed a lot of people because Storm Shadow didn't end it quickly enough.
He killed
am done.
Only two.
I'm
Only
done.
two because Storm
I'm
Shadow
done.
didn't do what he needed to do.
And technically, with those two being dead, it's like the whole family's now gone. So really, no one can be sad anymore.
Sadness is gone.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
because
eradicated.
because the whole there's no the family can't
Nate,
mourn one another because
Nate,
they're all dead at the same
stop.
time.
Nate tried to give us a Care Bear ending. Did
Yeah.
you just give us the Care Bear stare?
I did, yeah.
No one can be sad.
no one can be sad if everyone's dead.
Are you going to read us a trash opinion?
You know it.
All right.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. And then I pick up the trash can and I smash the guy on the head.
Oh, that's going to be a disaster.
All right. This comes from Deshaun Lover, who gave it a 1 out of 10 and said, yes, spoilers, but trust me, read it. Okay. So in the beginning, it makes sense. Okay. He is hunting the guy who killed his wife. That makes sense, that giving meaning it's a good, tried, and true plot device. But he's a cop, right? So why on earth is he letting the evil guy go? Not once, but multiple times. He is actively participating in the crimes at that point. Okay. One time, he wants to be a morally gray hero. He wants him to live with his crimes. But then he lets him go and gives him money? What? That instantly makes zero sense. Then he somehow knows where he is. The entire movie makes zero sense. The rating is way too high. I could go on, but this is enough. This is gore for the sake of gore with no logic or plot. That is pure definition of someone that did not watch the movie or understand what was going on. Or
They weren't paying attention to it. They didn't get to understand the tracker storyline, that they do spend quite a bit of time explaining, so it's like, it's there. There's a whole excuse of why they're finding him. Again, some people just should not be allowed to type on the internet. It's
sometimes people be dumb.
People be dumb, man. But you know what? They're not. They're not sad anymore because everyone died.
Because everybody died. Don't have to be sad anymore.
Oh, my goodness.
That's where that family's line ends.
That's it. Well, everybody, I know this was a bit of a longer one for us, and this was definitely not our normal show, but I'm glad we covered it.
Yes.
Trust me. I think this was a fantastic discussion we had.
I'm so happy. So thank you, John, Jacqueline, and Hyderberg for forcing Charlie to watch a modern movie. Thank you so much. Everyone go listen to the A Cut Above episode because it is kind of a different discourse to the dialogue that we had. So please go check them out.
It's worth the time, definitely, to watch the movie, listen to both. And it doesn't really matter. Honestly, listen to them first. Although if you're listening to this, you didn't get to do that. Forget that.
Yeah. But if you made it 2 hours and 20-some minutes into the podcast now and you're like, all right, I'll go listen to A Cut Above.
Go listen to them. We promote them. We're good friends with them. We've been on their show. They've been over here. We did the Grindhouse crossover with them. They're a fantastic podcast that really do kind of take bigger bites out of movies than we do. We all have fun. We all love dick and fart jokes and bloody, gory boobs and shit like that. But sometimes they touch on more darker topics and serious topics than we really do over here. So this was kind of nice. This was a different discussion for us, and I had a lot of fun.
We should have invited Troy on. He would have gave a lot of levity.
Troy's always invited.
Yeah, it's always an open invite. That's it. So, all right. Well, we're not going to drag this out anymore. You know where to follow us. Check us out over on Facebook. You know the place. Instagram, we're everywhere. Please don't forget to rate us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple. Go ahead and write us a review. I'm sure we've been places. We are in the middle of May. Next week, we stay on some stuff we haven't really done a whole lot of.
I'm so excited.
Our action movie is a Jackie Chan movie?
Jackie freaking
finally,
Chan!
After over 3 years of podcasting, are doing a Jackie Chan movie.
I'm so excited.
And we're doing one that the man himself directed with one of the most death-defying stunts ever put on film. Police Story 1.
You're not even short of that.
A scene that's so great they had to show it multiple times in the movie.
True.
Because they got one take and he damn near died. Literally.
This is like the Lethal Weapons where you get one chance to blow up the building and we can only get one take.
Only do it once. Jackie Chan only has one life, so we gotta make this one count.
And that's for every movie he does. We only got one Jackie Chan.
Only got one Jackie Chan.
Gotta make him laugh.
And if he does die, we gotta kill everyone in his family. That way, no one's sad.
Damn it, Nate. So yeah, please tune in next week where we jump back into action, doing a little Jackie Chan action.
Police Story.
Far too long for us to.
It won't be the last time you see Jackie Chan this year.
No. We got to see Drunken Master too.
I think Nate just dropped a spoiler.
I just
for
dropped a little
something.
hint,
Yeah.
a little
Was that a little teaser?
Parmesan pinch for later on at some
You
point.
didn't
this
even
year.
charge him $1 for that, Nate.
All right, so
Now,
Keep
let's talk
talking.
about how I get back home.
and get me $1.
Stop with $1. You have dollars. You have adult dollars. Buy the damn coat.
We have fans. We have many of
And we
fans.
love our fans.
And they
we're
all
not
have
going to
$1.
solicit them
And
for money for
we
your
don't
stupid
do
jean
Patreons.
jacket.
We give
No.
them everything. You know, we're so kind to them. And blood and sacrifice and
We're
tears
so
have been
kind that we
spent here.
don't ask you for
You know
money.
how much butt juice is in this chair for
stop.
them?
Why are you
All the
bringing up butt
farts in
juice?
this chair that I have to do
No,
to
I
entertain
don't.
them that I hold on to? Yeah, because I mute the mic. That way
Is
you
that
don't hear
is
'em.
that why Fawn never comes into that room? Because she's like,
Yeah,
butt
usually.
juice.
A lot of butt
She's like,
juice in here.
I know where that
Now,
butt juice is, and I don't
if
want anything to
they
do with it.
were just so graceful enough to give me $1, at least
Stop
80
it.
of them,
No.
then I would have a jacket for Highlander. And it's not like it's our jacket. It's a community
It's not like it's
jacket.
expensive.
I'm gonna take
It's a nice
pictures
pair
in
of
that
jeans.
jacket. Every event I go to, they're
Buy
like,
the
"Oh
damn
man,
jacket."
that's the guy in the 10th anniversary Highlander jacket."
Wait, no. So I remember